proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castillo. This is 2 Men On with and Fred Slow.
It's Friday! Albuquerque!
Yeah, it is, baby.
You know what that means? That means it's funny how good Duke City Championship Wrestling was last night at the Historic Gallery Theater. Let's go.
Sir. Buddy.
Jace Hinton joining us on the program. Jace, welcome. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We never complain, and you're not allowed to ask us how we are. We're always great.
You guys are always great.
Unless
on
I
air,
say
like
otherwise.
on air, we're always great.
Yeah.
Real life, though.
Amory's here for her last Friday ever. Amory, welcome.
Last Friday ever. Woo!
Don't celebrate leaving us. What the hell? I'm sitting right here.
I said hallelujah when I was sitting with you, man.
Hey, come on.
Amory texted us before the show and
Act
said,
sad.
"Are you guys sure you want to do a show? Because we could just go to Safe House and get loose."
Well, actually, people in the around the building were like, "Hey, where are the boys at? We need a drink."
Also,
Which is nice.
stupid moniker around the building. The boys? Who calls us that?
Everyone.
Literally, we do. It's our fault.
I was going to say, you guys,
Part
They'll
of
be like, where,
that's your show,
where are they
guys.
at? Are they at a bar? I want to go drink. And I was like,
Was
I
it-
don't know. Text them.
Was it a bunch of the FM guys because they're now boss free? So they just want to go out there and start living like the cool AM talk guys that we are.
If you subtract sleeping and like eating and bathroom stuff, if you want to make a nice solid bet on where Van and
Solid.
Fred are, like the bar.
Boozing.
The bar is a great bet. It's at least even money.
And if we're not boozing, we're cruising to do what, Van?
In an Uber safely.
In an Uber safely because we're
Naturally.
both Uber One subscribers.
Or Lyft.
Oh.
Or Lyft.
You lift.
Yeah.
Jace,
Big lift guy.
you live in Las Vegas, New Mexico, which sucks. Do they have Uber or Lyft there?
No,
There's one taxi driver.
Zero boozing up
His
there.
name's
I don't-
Rick. He's very nice.
I don't even think there's a taxi driver up there anymore.
I met him. The one guy.
Yeah,
Did?
I took a taxi there one
Yeah.
time. One time.
You just find somebody that can drive you usually.
It was a minivan and it had woody paneling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I got in and there was no meter. And I was like, Rick, how much is this going to cost? And he's like,
My name is
Hey.
Jefferson.
it's like, friend, hey, friend.
Yeah.
Just tell me a story. I was
Yeah.
like, you're going to give me a ride just telling you a story? He's
Huh.
like, no, also money, but tell me a story.
Hey, you know who did that to
Tell me a
me?
story.
You know who did that to me last night was Steph Griffin. So Steph Griffin comes out to Duke City Championship Wrestling last night. Everyone knows Steph Griffin from before Amory somehow strong-armed her off this show.
Yep.
Before Amory somehow stepped into the producer's booth and kicked her to the curb.
No, I did not.
Well, she's still here at the company, but she does other stuff now.
She does
That's our story.
She does everything.
She does everything. She's low-key super good. So she showed up last night at Duke City Championship Wrestling. And I know this is not the best radio, but she was looking cute as a button, guys. She was all buttoned up, looking super cute.
Mm-hmm.
And she was selling our 50-50 tickets. 50-50.
Mhm.
Did you know there are people out there that don't know what a 50-50 is?
I would buy 4 tickets that somebody doesn't know what that is.
That's half the time you could win.
Can't say I even know what a 50.
Jace,
Oh,
you
Jace,
son of a
come
gun.
on.
I
I
even
need it
know.
right now.
It's legal gambling.
Oh, really?
Except when alcohol's around, then it gets kind of confusing situation. Because there's kind of some laws against that.
Mhm.
It's just
Oh,
kind of
no.
look over it.
That's not good.
So Griff shows up, Steph Griff, and she's like, I'm here and I'm ready to sell 50-50s. I'm like, Griff, awesome, welcome. Let me get you a t-shirt. Let me give you some monies. Let me do whatever. She's like, I'm just going to get going. We don't have time. I'm like, okay, girl.
Then she said, also, what's a 50-50?
You know, well, she needed a little crash course. So she figure eights, Jace, the building the whole time.
Yeah.
So she's figure eighting throughout the Historic Gallery Theater, and there's an up and there's a down, and she's getting her steps in, and she a lot of money, And then afterwards, I'm like, here's your monies, Griff. And she goes, all I wanted was a good time with you.
Oh, and money.
Phenomenal.
Long story short, I got to take her to lunch. So
Oh, there you go.
people are nice sometimes.
Yeah.
People were nice at Duke City Championship Wrestling last
It was
night.
so wild.
I had a
good.
blast.
You know, there were over 500 people at the historic El Rey Theater last
Another
night.
sellout.
Hey, Marie, over 500 people.
And sellout in
believe
a
it.
good way. Not
Yeah.
like sellout like Cam Newton apologizing for the actions of other people.
He's soft, dude.
Cam Newton, don't apologize for thwarting someone trying to
Yeah.
jump you. 3 people attacked you. Don't apologize for that.
I think
Anyways, no, it
that's
was the good
self-defense.
kind of sellout.
What were you saying, Jace, that you were whispering into that
I
microphone?
said I'm pretty sure that just qualifies as self-defense there in that case.
What?
When somebody tries to jump you,
No.
just saying. I mean, that's
He
just,
defended himself.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's self-defense in that case.
Are you guys?
Ebs every time it's self-defense.
Yeah.
That's not self-defense.
He threw a guy over a fence.
He threw a guy over.
He did do that. He did do that. He threw.
That was a
He threw a grown man.
defensistration.
Mhm.
Defensistration, Jace, is when you throw a guy out over a fence.
Yeah.
Is that a wrestling term?
No, but I know that deforestation is whenever you throw a guy out a window.
Oh.
What's last night? Obviously,
Yeah, go
Hobo
ahead.
Hank was our hero,
Hey,
the champion of New Mexico,
can you make
the greatest wrestler in the history of the world.
friends of the show that's never been to Duke City Championship Wrestling understand Hobo Hank? Can you make them understand what it's like when he just walks through the door and the roof comes off the El Rey?
Imagine like the heat that prime Mike Tyson got
Yeah.
and multiply that times prime Michael Jordan
Mm-hmm.
and then a sprinkle of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Hobo Hank.
That's Hobo Hank everywhere
wow.
he goes.
He's
He
facing
can do no wrong.
He's facing Brian Idol last night, famed Brian Idol, who's wrestled in the NWA and all over the world.
Oh yeah.
So he's facing Brian Idol, and Brian Idol's in the ring, and Brian Idol's going, what is going on here? He's just standing there.
Yeah.
Like, what are these?
What did he get himself into
Yeah,
is
what
what
are
he
these-
was thinking.
What are these people losing their stuff about?
By the way, those are like your 2 new friends from out of town.
Yeah.
The 2 out of towners who dared
Natalia Markova and Brian Idol.
face the talent of Duke City
Yeah.
Championship Wrestling. They were in love
Yeah.
with what you were putting on
Yeah.
at the El Rey Theater.
100%.
They were wide-eyed the whole time. Nothing but nice things to say.
Well, and it's so funny because me and Aaron Burnett are over here like, hey, let's plus everything. We can do this better. This could be better. We get more people in, more eyes, more excitement. We're looking at it as like 2 radio guys putting on like a fest. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? And then these guys who've been in the industry for a long, long time with really big companies come in and they go, why are all these people here? Like they go, what are you guys doing? We don't know. We don't know. We don't advertise it as a wrestling show. We advertise it as you can get a Howdy's cupcake at the front door, a slice of heaven pizza before you make your way to your seat,
Mhm.
and you just hang out with your friends for 3 hours.
Well, some people have
Okay.
seats. I prefer standing, working the crowd, yelling really weird stuff that, by the way, I'm learning so much about wrestling over the
Yeah.
last few months. I know what to yell now, Jace.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I'm a savvy veteran now.
Yeah.
Got it figured out, huh?
Yeah. Mhm.
I walk out.
Took a
before-
minute.
What did?
Learning.
No, it did not. It came so quickly. You had it down right away.
Immediately knew what was going on.
I'd like to offer you a job, Van, on air with Duke City Championship Wrestling.
I've turned down the first 2 offers.
Well, I'm gonna
Let's
give you-
see
here's
what
a
this
new
one is.
All right. So
3rd time's the charm.
this is so we recently hired a new director of fan experience, and we're very excited about them.
Okay.
I want to hire you as director of fan sabotage. Okay.
Ah,
And I
just
wanna-
ruin people's night.
Yeah, and I want to create a spy versus spy situation.
Right. Try to sabotage your new employees,
Yes.
everything they do.
Yeah, but you leave small clues, and they have to decipher like your sabotage.
So I'm getting paid to do what I'm doing already.
Correct.
This is,
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Correct.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
Hey, Murray, people hand Van their cell phones. They're like, can you take a picture of us at Duke City Championship Wrestling? And he takes a selfie instead.
That's
you know,
accurate.
You know
yeah.
that trick where
Yes.
he does that every time.
Mhm.
And they're like, what happened? Like, and they look at it and they're like, oh my God, this is the worst haircut I've ever seen.
Mhm. On a good looking dude.
And your poor haircut.
What do you mean my poor haircut? I love it.
Everyone.
That's
points
what's
it out.
important.
Van, it looks like you were trying to decide whether to go bald or not, and halfway through the haircut, you said, "You know what? I'll keep some hair on my
Just
head."
a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's a good
Yeah,
one.
just a little bit.
Last night, my lady, she says to me, I know you hang out with Van a lot, so do you also have lice?
Damn.
That is funny. Is that what
Oh
you were talking
my.
about? Your friend in Duke City Championship Wrestling, heel Tyler Copeland
Infamous Tyler Copeland.
messaged me this morning.
Infamous Tyler Copeland from St. Louis, Missouri, who I
Mhm.
brought into Duke City Championship Wrestling, who broke my heart,
That is
Oh.
accurate.
betrayed my organization, and battled Las Vegas, New Mexico native Tommy Two Scoops Test last night in a historic Burkay brawl, a street fight on Main, where that battle left not just in the ring, the surrounding safety barrier area, but entered into the crowd at the historic El Rey Theater.
That was wild.
That's
yeah, it was
crazy.
wild.
That was wild. He texted me this morning. I guess you guys were having breakfast, I'm
We don't-
assuming.
who
this morning.
knows? Who
Yeah.
knows?
He said, "Hey, brother, it's Tyler. Fred told me about the haircut. I'm sorry to hear that happened." It's like, oh, God. What could he have possibly told this
Oh, no.
unsuspecting fool over breakfast this morning?
Bad news. You guys are in studio. You have to take phone calls.
Who's on the phone?
Michael.
Okay, so this is funny. So
Okay.
also this is a no flips Friday because Jace is here and he's learning radio. We'll talk about Jace a little bit. But Michael is my childhood best friend from St. Louis who just called my cell phone and I said I'm on air. He lives a time zone away, and here he is just calling the station. Michael, welcome to the program. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great, buddy. How are you?
Doing good, buddy. Big show last night at the historic El Rey Theater as Duke City Championship Wrestling and its champion Thunder went over in front of 500 of its closest friends in downtown Albuquerque. How is St. Louis, Missouri?
Oh, St. Louis isn't bad. Our weather's back on the up track. We had 70 one day and 30 the next day, so
Ooh.
everyone's got the sniffles right now.
That tracks. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, that super tracks. Oh, I saw you called while I was on air. What's up, my man? What's going on in your world?
Nothing. Just checking in on my best guy in Duke City Wrestling. Wanted to know if there was any heel turns that came about the other night that I need to know about.
This is about as good as it gets. You know, Mike, you can, like you always do, subscribe to the YouTube channel at DCC Dub. You can
Good
get
idea.
our episodic releases every single Saturday afternoon at noon. And you can do that with not just yourself, Van, on the cell phone. You can put it on the big TV, watch it with the fam.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah, not the
Information I didn't have, but information I needed, obviously. Consider it done.
How are your St. Louis Blues doing? They doing well out there?
I'm not tracking on that one. So.
You got your eye on the NFL Combine? Is that going pretty good?
I am following the combine right now.
Yeah.
I love all the drama. I can't wait to see where it goes. I'm starting to settle into basketball. March Madness is upon us.
Oh, okay.
So I'm really getting ready to have my brackets busted.
How are your Illinois State Cardinals going to do? They're going to do well?
First of all, it's the Redbirds.
Ah, my
we
bad.
don't need to be disrespectful
Okay,
on the
sorry about
radio.
that.
They're not doing so hot.
Okay.
It's a rebuilding year. We got a new coach in town, and we're doing our very, very best right now. But I feel like we're on the ups.
Okay, so the final question, obviously, me and Van have been over this all week as it comes to the tournament. We know we're both going to take Houston to win it. We just don't know how much money to wager.
Yeah.
Michael, where do you think we should safely fall as a betting partnership for the Houston Cougars?
Do you feel that confident in Houston going into the tournament? They, Kansas put it on them pretty good a while back. I'm a little,
It's just one
I'm a little
game.
worried about
Yeah, I
that.
mean,
They're
what
in the
Come on.
trapezoid of excellence.
Thank you, Amory.
Yeah,
Trapezoid of
Amory.
excellence.
Hey, Mike, Google trapezoid of excellence.
Google that.
That's going to help your bracket not get as busted.
I know exactly what a trapezoid is,
But
I don't
of
know
excellence.
where the excellence part revolves. So I'm
Right
going to
now-
Google that tonight.
Right now,
after I
Houston is
subscribe
plus
to the
750.
YouTube channel.
Right now, Houston's plus 750 to win it all.
Oh, hear that? That's good. That's good money.
I did hear that.
How much did Mattress Mac put down on it?
That's
how
a
much.
good question.
That's what I'm going to put on it. Just 1 million? Only one single
Only
solitary
1
million?
That's not enough.
All right, $100 then.
Yeah, we have $100.
What about Marquette, though? I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh, parochial school? Never.
Never.
No.
Never. I don't.
Never-
They
never
are
taken
in
Marquette.
the trapezoid of excellence.
Marquette is?
Go bet $10 on all the teams.
All right, Michael, hear me out. You Venmo me and I'll place the bets because we're in a state that can actually do that. Good teamwork. You're the best, brother.
Yeah.
He says, yep.
Yep.
That's how
He knows it. He
means
knows.
I like him so much.
Well, I'm glad you wasted our precious airtime catching up with your buddy. That's good talk.
I'm busy.
Good talk.
I'm a busy cat.
All right.
Busy guy.
We're in studio. Jay Santon's here. We'll talk about he at length. Obviously, we'll sprinkle a lot of wrestling in from last night. Stupid stories coming out of the NFL Combine. You made mention Cam Newton's in the news again. We'll talk about he. It is getting to that point in the world of collegiate basketball, so we'll talk about that as well. Spring training stories abound. Excited to get into those. Marie, your Friday energy is on a scale of...
it's terrible. I'm so glad you have one of your new friends here, so I don't have to do much. But I did tell Van, because you're busy, Fred.
Yep.
Busy guy.
I tried so hard, besides NFL headlines, and then I'm giving you nothing else, probably.
Yeah, it's Friday. We know.
Friday. Well, it's
Got it.
last Friday, which
Got it,
God,
got it.
I love. I did. You and I briefly have spoke about this. They
Okay.
have betting odds on the worst airports. You can actually bet on it.
I know the worst airports.
But I sent you guys a video. We could play it too, but it's crazy the odds.
Ooh.
It's a good discussion.
All right, bring up whatever this video is because you know I didn't watch it. Like, if you send it to me.
Yeah, we can play it later.
The Sunport is not in there. The Sunport is a high tier airport.
It's lovely.
Sunport's awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
But I can tell you the ones that are like the highest odds.
Now, did you say this in the... Yeah, it had to be the group text.
But I have it ready to play too for whenever.
Oh, hold on. So I think I hate floating head format over a background.
Well,
We're just doing the
it's
audio.
big on. No, we're not. Yeah, they can't see it. I was just gonna play what she says.
Who is this gal? What's her name?
She's just one of a hot betting lady from B&R Betting.
Yeah, this girl is hot.
Well, a lot of them are, and they're all over the betting websites.
Do you think she writes her own stuff? Be honest right now.
Respectfully,
No.
I don't know.
I don't think she does.
I mean, there's a team. You got a team.
She has it. Yeah.
Yeah, you always have a team.
I could write for this girl and it would get
Okay,
hits.
You should do it.
I would do what is in this.
Probably. But never mind.
What, I mean, use your words. It's your last Friday.
You might get paid more than here.
I mean, I do all right.
All right. Anyways, I thought you would appreciate this because it's not sports, but it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and also I think I travel too much.
We briefly talked about what airports are terrible at some point.
Yeah, you and I, yeah, because we have a lot of superficial conversations.
Oh,
and
totally.
duh.
Especially in the break room.
And I think the list, I took a peek at the list.
Yeah, is it
we'll go into this, obviously. We'll do a whole damn segment on it. It's not great. It's not great. I think they're very wrong.
The list is bad.
Mhm.
That makes it a good list for radio.
Exactly.
Also, when I go bet on Cal State Northridge tomorrow to cover,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going
So
to
stupid.
see if they can, and the Richmond Spiders, maybe Minnesota against Penn State. I don't know. But anyways, I think I'm going to check if you can really do this at MGM.
There's no way you can, because what is the payout? Like, I don't understand. Like,
I know,
how,
I
And,
have
and
it in
who
front of you.
decides?
well,
That's
sure,
what
but who
I'm saying.
decides? Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
who decides what
yeah.
the worst airport is?
I know, but that's why I'm going to ask because this video is crazy.
well, the real thing we're going to talk about when we get back is we need some advice, Marie, for all these idiots out there that their clock turned, their like digital calendar clock turned to 3/1 yesterday because it wasn't accounting for leap year,
Okay.
just like the one in our office. And how do you reset this thing? I need help. 505-246-0610. Help me set the digital date calendar in the office. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union. Better banking without the bank.
Stop the revolving door in your high-interest credit cards. Consolidate your debt with a personal loan from Sandia Area. One rate, one payment. Financial freedom is closer than you think. Apply today at sandia.org/forward. Sandia Area. Better banking without the bank. Sandia Area is an equal opportunity lender and membership is required.
And taking a look at traffic right now, seeing a little bit more of a slowdown westbound on Paseo. That's going to start right around Jefferson. It'll last until the river. I-25 northbound approaching Gibson. Traffic moving slow in that area. Those slowdowns last until Central. Southbound I-25 Osuna to Montgomery, dealing with some slowdowns there. Also, I-40 right now moving up to speed in both directions. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Mountain West is red hot, but only one team is guaranteed an automatic berth. Listen to the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck, live from the Mountain West Tournament in Vegas. Brought to you by Coleman Vision. Perfect vision, perfect game. Airport parking. Easier, quicker, smarter. Enchanted Mechanical, the heating and cooling doctor. And by Frontier Restaurant, an Albuquerque tradition for more than 50 years. Mountain West coverage and the NCAA tournament live here. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Ah, winter, with its cold, dry air causing that not-so-nice winter nose feeling. Thankfully, you don't have to wait for warmer weather to clear sinus congestion and send winter nose packing. All you need is Navage Nasal Care. Navage helps soothe the inflamed nasal passages that are often part of colds and infections. It flushes a pure, refreshing saline solution through your sinuses to give you the soothing moisture you need. Navage also sucks out the other irritants trapped in your nose, viruses, dust, bacteria, and germs too. Winter might feel like it drags on forever, but Navage works quickly, helping you breathe more clearly in just 30 seconds. No decongestants required. Navage is a drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Get Navage today and make winter a little more bearable. Navage is available online at Navage.com or in stores at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
It's been over 20 years since I had LASIK surgery with Dr. Stephen Coleman, and it changed my life. It's Jeff Symbieta, and I've got Dr. Coleman with me. Doc, I'm sure technology is even better now. Why should someone consider LASIK?
Well, honestly, Jeff, there's been so many advances in LASIK technology, and it really comes down to precision. Kind of like TVs have more pixels, so it's more high definition vision. And that's what we're providing now with the current LASIK technology, developed primarily here in New Mexico and used all over the world.
So for somebody hearing this who has vision issues, what should they do?
Come in, talk to me. Things have changed actually since I did your LASIK, but we go through a really rigorous screening process, and identifying great candidates, and people who are great candidates on the other end see really, really well. So we just encourage people to come in, learn about us, and we'll give them a good, honest opinion.
Dr. Coleman's renowned for being among the best LASIK surgeons anywhere. And after all these years, I'm glad I found him and I call him a friend. Call Coleman Vision at 505-821-8880. See more testimonials and schedule your free consultation at colemanvision.com.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Gambling is more than slot machines and table games. Today, it also includes betting on sports at casinos, sports books, online wagering, at game day gatherings, and on the golf course. Make a game plan for sports betting. Set a limit for how much you'll bet and stick to it. If you're wagering concerned about a family member's gambling, reach out. The Responsible Gaming Association of New Mexico funds confidential help for problem gambling. Call the helpline or visit rganm.org.
I'm Jeff Symbieta. Monday on the opening drive, it'll be the final week of college basketball's regular season. The NFL carousel continues to run. JJ Buck and I will start the opening drive Monday at 7 a.m.
Mike is hot.
I thought we were going to do Friday only songs because it was your last Friday. What happened there?
Well, I'll do that.
Okay.
Did you say that on air and I didn't hear it?
Nope. Jace Hinton joining us today. He's the voice of New Mexico Highlands University ladies softball, women's softball, as they call it.
Yes, sir.
Big shoes to fill up there, huh?
Yeah, it is. Some big
Interesting.
shoes to fill from
Interesting.
the previous voice of New Mexico
Yeah.
Highland Sports.
Who was that?
Was it
I don't know,
Fred?
some guy named Fred Slow.
Pretty good,
Never
huh?
heard of him.
Yeah,
He's
ran
pretty
out
good.
ran out of town.
Hey,
Ran him out.
That's actually not that far off.
Embarrassingly fired from his job.
Well, I mean, contract expired or fired? Like, which one do you want to say?
Like in disgrace. Like fired in disgrace.
The townies were like, do not step foot.
Yeah.
Back.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah. It was front page of the paper news. Like
That comes out once a week
You're-
in Las Vegas.
you're outing. If the people in Las Vegas, New Mexico could read, like it would have been a way bigger
It
deal.
would have been very upset.
Mm-hmm.
I got asked to do a comedy show there in 2 weeks. Should I do it?
Can I open for you? If
Yeah.
you say the return of Fred Slow to Las Vegas, New Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm gonna find out where it's at.
let me see if I still have the plug at the Best Western.
It's probably at the Ifield Auditorium there in Vegas.
What is that? What is that word?
Ilfield, Ilfield. I don't know. It's one of those.
Eiffel?
Let me look it up. Where it was
Ilfield. I'm
gonna
pretty
be.
sure it's Ilfield.
Let me look it up.
I've never heard of that.
When they
I don't know. It's like the only place.
Is
I'm
it at
pretty
the
sure.
college? or
That's
is
what
it
I
like
was going to guess. Is it
That's-
the only place?
That's the only place to
Yeah.
do it is on the college campus. That's like the only place you could perform
I don't know. This guy's from Las Vegas.
unless you're performing at one of the bars there called Buffalo Hall.
Say his name off the air because there are very few people from Las Vegas. I feel like I'm like. Did I tell you about the time I was picking up a townie girl band? So I'm in.
Often.
I'm sure you told him.
Oh my god! And then like a group of little townies in Las Vegas, they like run up to me like Oompa Loompas, and they're like, you better not. I'm like, please don't slash my tires. Like, I'm sorry I accidentally talked to this townie girl.
Yeah, it's at the Buffalo Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place that's where this happened. This thing I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll see.
They say you're not that good at cornhole. I said what? I said I am pretty good. Like I don't like. Are we about to? It was like West Side Story, man. They were like,
Mhm.
let's do this thing over cornhole.
That's unreal.
No, it's not.
It was like
Unreal.
greasers versus Sochas, but
Yeah.
it was like regular boots versus pointy boots.
Correct.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
They go, what kind of Red Wings are those? I go, they're Chelsea boots.
Oh,
They're not Red Wings.
Can't afford Red Wings.
Yeah.
Red Wings.
Do you know what Red Wings cost?
Red Wings.
$500.
No.
They're so expensive. Give me this LeBron stat you were giving me earlier. What was it?
Okay, this is wild.
All right.
Okay.
And it's going to take a second to unpack.
All right, I got time.
But in his 21st year in the NBA, LeBron James is averaging more points per game than every single player in the history of the NBA in their 21st year.
What? Say it again.
Okay.
What?
Ooh.
So every player in the history of the NBA who's made it to their 21st year,
Okay.
your Vince Carters,
Yeah.
et cetera, all of their points per game added up have not equaled LeBron James's points per game this year.
Unreal human being.
I want to see the list of players.
Well, you can just think of them, right?
Well, I don't mind telling you.
Oh, you have it in front of you, man?
I'll pull
Thanks,
it up.
man.
He'll pull
Besides
it up.
Vince Carter.
The old pull-up method.
I'm a big Vince Carter guy who had the worst retirement in the history of the NBA.
Okay, you ready? LeBron James, 25 points per game this year. Okay,
How many?
25 points per game.
Dang,
He is
dude.
very good at basketball.
Very good.
7.4, Vince Carter. 7.3, Dirk Nowitzki. 3.7, Robert Parrish. 3.2, Kevin Garnett. 2.4, Kevin Willis. And a few other people who are like less than 1 point per game.
Where's Udonis Haslem?
Do you know he's one of the people that's less than 1 point per game? Do you know who's in second place in highest point per game by a player in year 21?
Can I give me 1 second to do a legitimate guess?
Okay.
So they would have to play 21 seasons. They don't necessarily have to play for the same team.
Right.
Second place for players. Do you want me to give you the number two or just the person?
Yeah, just give me a guess on the person.
Playing that long.
21st year, points per game, and it has to be more than the 7.4 Vince Carter scored.
So I want, and what's going to get weird is because Michael Jordan retired for a little bit. So that's going to mess it up.
Didn't make it to year
because he didn't make it to year 21.
Didn't make it to year 21.
So I'm going to say in year 21, Robert Horry.
Okay, that's an excellent guess. but up against your basketball knowledge, it's a trick question.
Okay.
Vince Carter scored the technically second most by a player in his 21st year at 7.4. LeBron James only in the fourth quarter is averaging 7.7
my
points.
gosh.
LeBron James in his 21st year in the fourth quarter is averaging more points than anyone who's ever done it in the history of basketball.
And it's not
It
like
is
the people,
wild.
It's not like the people on that list are nobodies either. I mean, you talked about Dirk and Vince Carter. Like those are two. I mean, I would say Dirk's a Hall of Famer for sure.
Robert Horry only played 16 seasons.
Yeah,
only.
four Hall of Famers and Kevin Willis, who is super good. Is Kevin Willis in the Hall?
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett
Kevin
too
is,
on there.
Yeah.
Kevin Willis. I mean, there you go.
Not in Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that.
Hall of Fantastic, not Hall of Fame.
That's unfortunate.
You and I have different opinions on the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
The one you use, I think, is very good.
Thank you.
Will you give it to Jace real quick, who is an idiot?
Don't mind.
I stole it from, I think, Bob Costas.
Okay.
I think.
So
but
it's not valid.
when you gauge someone if they should be in the Hall of Fame or not, you think, can you tell the story of the sport without including that person? Like that's like the best yardstick for greatness for anything. Like,
And mine is different.
Okay.
Because mine is Hall of Famous.
Correct.
Like, are you famous, but also have association with that sport?
Does a layman know who you are?
Correct.
Yeah.
And that to me is a different level of thing.
Yeah.
The Pro Football Hall of Fame is a good one because the guy like Mongo McMichael would not get in either category.
Correct.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But he would get into the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame as a member of the Four Horsemen because he was famous for that.
Okay.
I guess it really
I would
depends
agree.
on the sport in that situation, though. I mean,
Well, give me an example.
like baseball. Could you tell the story of baseball without guys like Todd Helton? 'Cause,
100%.
No,
yeah.
no, because
Canadian.
to tell the story of baseball, you got to talk about Coors Field, and he's the best to do it at Coors Field.
All right, I'll
so
buy
you
that.
got to include him.
I mean,
Okay, I'm back in.
Yeah.
so I mean, it really depends on the sport because, you could talk about basketball in that sense. Does Udonis Haslem belong in the hall with what you're saying, Van, of can you tell the story without him? I feel like you could tell the story without Haslem.
I
but
think you
he's
could tell
famous,
the story without. Yeah,
But he's famous in the sense of Miami.
sure.
Because if you talk about Miami, you can't not talk about Udonis Haslem.
Yeah, I'm with you on there. He's not.
So, I mean,
he's not
it
NBA
really-
Hall of Fame, but
yeah.
he's Ring of Honor in Miami or whatever they call
and
it.
it
there.
really depends on the sport. I mean, Shaq, you can't talk about the sport of basketball without Shaq, but at the same time, he's also famous around the world.
Oh, he's
in that sense.
auto for both.
Yeah.
All right, I just pulled up. So you guys are making excellent points. I just pulled up the list of players in the NBA who have played 20 seasons. Do you know how many guys it is?
6.
I would say 13, 14.
Keep filling air. Hold on.
Okay. I would say 13 or 14, maybe 15.
I don't know. I just threw a random number out there. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I just said
Okay.
a random number.
That's
First number
25.
that came to mind.
Is it 25?
25
That's
guys
crazy.
have played
Okay.
over 20 years
Mhm.
in the NBA. If you were to do a wing, if you were to do a portion of the Hall of Fame, that was the whatever, the Twennagenarian Hall.
That's totally what that means.
What does that mean?
Twennagenarian?
What would you call it?
I think that would be 200 years old.
The Dosnarian.
There you go.
There you go.
Every single one of these dudes is a recognizable name. Literally everyone. Not one of them is not. Hold up. I just lied. I don't know who James Edwards is. But aside from that, Chris Paul, Andre Iguodala, Carmelo Anthony, Tyson Chandler, Jason Terry, Paul Pierce, Tim Duncan, Jason Kidd, Juwan Howard, Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Oakley, Karl Malone, John Stockton, that cat James Edwards, who played for half the league, Moses Malone, Udonis Haslem, Jamal Crawford, Kobe Bryant, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James, Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Garnett, Kevin Williams, Robert Parrish, Vince Carter. If part of your story of talking about the NBA is the 25 guys who played it for 20 years, Haslem's in.
Yeah.
I don't think his play was high enough for that long. He was basically a coach for his team the last 3 years.
Last 3 to 4 years, I would
Yeah.
say. Yeah, I think the last time I remember Udonis Haslem actually like being like super relevant in the NBA was the year that they were winning all those championships back to back
06.
and all that.
I think I could have got
LeBron
like
and those guys.
15 of these.
All right, well let's play even harder then.
If you would have told me that Jamal Crawford was in the league for 20 years, you
forgot
could have
he-
named an amount of money, I would have bet you. You
Yeah.
could have made up a new amount of money and I would have accepted the bet.
Oh, like Dose Generian?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Generian?
I'll bet you Dose Generian Vietnamese dong that Jamal Crawford did not play 20 years. It was like
Five dudes have played 20 years in the NBA for the same squad. That list is Dirk Nowitzki,
Tim Duncan,
Kobe Bryant, Udonis Haslem, John Stockton, and Tim Duncan. Is that part of the Hall of Fame? Is that part of the story of the NBA? Because that's a lineup of guys. You're now officially at a lineup.
Mm-hmm.
That's a starting 5.
You guys are starting to flip me a little bit on this Udonis Haslem.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He's famous.
He's like, it's a little more rare air than I originally anticipated.
All right, here's what you do. You put Duncan at center, okay?
Oh, okay.
Stockton at point guard,
Okay.
Haslem at power forward, Kobe Bryant at the shooting, and 7-foot-tall Dirk Nowitzki has to play the floating 3-guard small forward. But it works. It works. Trust me.
3-guard.
This is a thing that works.
Man, I don't know. The last time he played more than 16 games was 2015, 2016, and he only played 37. He hasn't played significant minutes since 11, 12.
That's when he terrorized. I mean, he always did it because he was in Dallas, but he always terrorized the Thunder. Growing up a Thunder fan, anytime we had to
7
play
minutes
Dallas
at a
was
time.
Sad.
He was real good.
I've been told that about me.
Okay.
Amory, do you get that one? I'm talking about my 40-yard.
Want to get that?
I'm talking about my 40-yard dash.
Yeah, he's talking about making a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what that was?
Where we get back, because we managed to avoid it all week, combine talk.
Yikes.
Except for the flat earther, we haven't touched it all week.
I hate that I missed the show yesterday, which, by the way, a lot of friends of the show told me at wrestling it was a very good show without me.
It hurts a little bit, but it's better with you.
You know, often people say to me, Fred, I just tune out when you're not there. I'm like, okay. You're like, that's mean to Van.
Literally no one has ever said that in the history of the world.
It's a lot of conversation.
Fred probably tells it to himself.
He does.
You think I was like
Makes him feel
Yes,
better.
I
the
guarantee
mirror?
you do.
The mirror is who's saying that.
Helps him sleep at night. You know
And
how it is.
Do you think there's
Gilbert did a great job yesterday.
he's
And
so
with-
stupid funny.
Gilbert is so smart and funny.
yes.
If it wasn't
Of Gilbert of Sadie's.
if it wasn't for all of his success at Sadie's, I would encourage him to take my job and put me out of my misery.
Yeah, 100%. Our two guests yesterday were two people not in the radio industry or sports industry, and they're both better than us at this job.
At radio and sports.
Luke Markwith,
Yeah.
Gilbert Sanchez.
He's so
He's very
funny.
nice.
They're both so fantastic.
The texter says, I know we got to go to break, Amory. We're way off the clock. I've been having too
Oh,
much fun.
you got 3 hours, so
Figured out.
counting down.
Van, the texter is asking, Van, have you yelled, quote, I am the table yet? What does that mean, Van?
I must have had a way better time than I thought I had last night. Because I'm not terribly sure. 505-246-0610. Friend of the show, what did I do?
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. At Lowe's, save big when you buy in bulk. Save 15% when you buy 10 or more select primed finger joint boards. Because Lowe's knows pros. Selection varies by location while supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details.
Edge traffic right now. We've got slowdowns westbound on I-40. Those are going to start right around 2nd Street, and they're going to last until Unser. Watch yourself going through there. Also headed west on Paseo right now. Jefferson until the river. Traffic moving slow there. Southbound on I-25 as you approach Osuna, you're going to see slowdowns. Those last until Comanche. Also northbound I-25 moving slow right now between Gibson and Lomas. Headed west on Alameda. As you approach Rio Grande, traffic moving a bit slow there. Those slowdowns will last until Coors, and westbound Montano between Rio Grande and Coors. Traffic moving slow there as well. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Mountain West is red hot, but only one team is guaranteed an automatic berth. Listen to the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Bach, live from the Mountain West Tournament in Vegas. Brought to you by Coleman Vision. Perfect vision, perfect game. Airport parking. Easier, quicker, smarter. Enchanted Mechanical, the heating and cooling doctor. And by Frontier Restaurant, an Albuquerque tradition for more than 50 years. Mountain West coverage and the NCAA tournament live here. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Let's be honest. When you fly out of town, you want things to go smoothly. That happens when you start at airport parking. It's so easy. Shuttles run every 4 minutes. You get picked up at your vehicle, dropped off at the terminal door, and your bags are unloaded for you. That's convenient. And you get all of that starting at just $4.95 per day. It's $14 to park in the Sunport garage. Take exit 221 off I-25 toward the Sunport. Then take the first right to airport parking. Easier, quicker, smarter.
We've heard that immersing yourself in ice-cold baths or showers is all the rage these days, and that's great when it's on purpose. Otherwise, chilly surprises are no bueno. Daniel's tankless water heater systems give you unlimited hot water with guaranteed satisfaction and free estimates on replacements and installs. Call Daniel's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning today and enjoy unlimited hot water with a tankless water heater. Daniel's, 898-8860. That's 898-8860.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house online and owning it, between imagining living there and breathing in your new home for the first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors and bound by a code of ethics, because that's who we are.
This year, Dell Technologies wants to help you do amazing things with their best tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology to match your forward-thinking spirit and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
It's been over 20 years since I had LASIK surgery with Dr. Stephen Coleman, and it changed my life. It's Jeff Symbieta, and I've got Dr. Coleman with me. Doc, I'm sure technology is even better now. Why should someone consider LASIK?
Well, honestly, Jeff, there's been so many advances in LASIK technology, and it really comes down to precision. Kind of like TVs have more pixels, so it's more high definition vision. And that's what we're providing now with the current LASIK technology, developed primarily here in New Mexico and used all over the world.
So for somebody hearing this who has vision issues, what should they do?
Come in, talk to me. Things have changed actually since I did your LASIK, but we go through a really rigorous screening process, and identifying great candidates, and people who are great candidates on the other end see really, really well. So we just encourage people to come in, learn about us, and we'll give them a good, honest opinion.
Dr. Coleman's renowned for being among the best LASIK surgeons anywhere. And after all these years, I'm glad I found him and I call him a friend. Call Coleman Vision at 505-821-8880. See more testimonials and schedule your free consultation at colemanvision.com.
Hey, everybody. This is Dan Bespris, host of Fantasy NBA Today, a daily fantasy basketball podcast. We cover every box score from every game, every day, plus bonus shows on buy low opportunities, to stash, schedule analysis, and really anything you could need to smash your league into deliciously tiny pieces.
Catch the Fantasy NBA Today podcast. What? Believe Network on YouTube or wherever you listen.
Jeff Symbieta and JJ Bach.
What'd you say?
The opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610.
Mike's hot.
Oh, there we go. There's a good idea. I need you guys to follow my lead on this one, okay?
Sure. Can do that.
I am the table!
Oh, did we figure out what that meant yet?
No. It's Friday. Welcome back to the program. 76 degrees in the studio. It's Friday, March 2nd.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Hi! That's classic radio stuff. Joining us on the program, Big Ben enthusiast Jace Hinton. Jace, welcome.
No, hello.
Jace Amory was my assistant for a long time at New Mexico Hounds University.
I'm sorry.
That wasn't too bad.
Ah! I love how everyone knew that she was talking to Jace. That's like without a doubt.
No, I'm sure he was a good mentor to you.
He was. Gave me lots of opportunities, so I have him to thank for quite
To
a bit,
fail.
actually.
Lots of opportunities to fail.
Yeah, welcome to the studio.
Thunder Studio Dome. Oh,
Thunderdome.
that one sucked.
Yikes.
Speaking of Thunder, for a bad guy, Duke City Championship Wrestling's Thunder.
Yeah.
He's amassing quite the following.
Too many fans.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a bunch of losers out there.
There's so many people who love the bad guy. I was very surprised. Our hero, the greatest person and greatest wrestler in the history of the world, Hobo Hank, obviously number one. But Thunder is just nipping at his heels in fandom. I'm getting more and more surprised every month.
I mean, everybody loves a good bad guy every now and then.
I mean, it's the face paint. It's got to be the face paint, right?
Everybody loved Dennis Rodman at some point.
A lot of face paint.
A lot of things wrong with Dennis Rodman, though.
What?
I'm pro Rodman.
I'm very pro
I
Rodman.
mean, I'm not saying he wasn't a good player. I'm talking about, making a trip to Vegas, marrying himself, that kind of thing,
Well, I name one negative thing. We're waiting.
Yeah, you're still saying awesome
You're
stuff.
saying awesome stuff. So you two would strike me as those guys to marry themselves, though.
Yeah, in a public ceremony.
I could see you
Or
guys
each
marrying
other.
yourself.
Yeah.
That I wasn't gonna go that far with it there,
You
Murray,
can.
but that works.
Fred was relaying a full-blown conversation earlier about something he talked to with the mirror.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that's
I guess that's true.
sure.
Congratulations to friend of the show, friend in real life, Ryan Lavarnway.
Yeah,
Let's go.
buddy.
Let's go. So is he coaching? Is he the manager of the Cubs? What is this thing?
We were having some correspondence action, some hot, steamy correspondence action the other day after I heard about his new gig. He's in the Cubs spring training camp.
Ooh,
coaching some catching.
Isn't that wild?
And he's probably going to land with the Iowa Cubs after spring training.
Do they come to Albuquerque for any reason?
I checked the schedule, and
Yeah.
unfortunately not.
Well, that's good because
They used to come, but they realigned the
whole
Pacific
AAA,
Coast. Yeah.
Go Cubs, go.
It's a bummer. The Cubs always pulled here too.
I'm a Cubs guy in theory.
But you're a St. Louis guy. How can you be a Cubs guy if you're?
Well,
a St.
because
Louis
I'm not
guy?
a lunatic that hates other people's teams for no reason whatsoever based off geographical location.
I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying the city of St. Louis hates.
Do you like the
city of
Los
Chicago.
Angeles Rams?
Do I? That's not based off geographical location. We've had this talk.
It's based off one person.
I hate Stan Kroenke. I don't even hate the Rams.
Who ripped Fred's heart out.
The day that Stan Kroenke doesn't own the Rams,
Kali Mar style.
Kali Ma. No time for love and Dr.
What
Jones.
day are you going to celebrate more? When Stan doesn't own the Rams?
Due
or
to
when I leave
death
to
or
Japan?
sale? Death or sell? Because that's going to
Sale.
determine my type of
Sale.
celebration.
Sale.
Okay, or what?
Or when I leave to Japan.
Leave or quit the show?
Quit the show. Well, I'm leaving shortly after I quit.
2 people quit the radio station yesterday.
Yeah,
2
a lot
of
of
them.
people are leaving.
2 individual people. Like pretty substantially important people. And I went to the party.
Wait, 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think I hugged anyone? No.
No, you scissored.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got a unwanted hug last night at Duke City Championship Wrestling. I appreciate the love and support, but it's got to be reciprocated, my friends. You go in for the hug, it's a 2-man dance for sure.
Like a friend of the show?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not going to call anybody out, but hey.
You hugged a lot of people, so this could be anyone.
yes, like I'm not going to out them on the program, but hey, you got to have some spatial awareness, friends.
Yeah.
Like if somebody's sticking out that 100% every single time handshake, you got that palm up, thumb up, fingers forward.
Yeah.
Grab that hand, brother.
You always say
Do not reach in for the wraparound hug.
You always say, slap me some skin, daddy-o.
That is the thing I do.
Yeah, that's
wild. That's what I'm known for.
That's an interesting little saying there.
Slap me some skin, daddy-o, and a mega block enthusiast, Van Nunley.
When we get back,
Legos are too small. They're hard to deal with.
When we get back from the break, for two reasons. one, your haircut sucks. Two,
I don't say that to Jace. He's so handsome.
So does yours, Van. The best flows in Major League Baseball. Whenever we get back, it's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Edge traffic right now. We've got slowdowns westbound on I-40. Those are going to start right around 2nd Street, and they're going to last until Unser. Watch yourself flowing through there. Also headed west on Paseo right now. Jefferson until the river. Traffic moving slow there. Southbound on I-25 as you approach Osuna, you're going to see slowdowns. Those last until Comanche. Also northbound I-25 moving slow right now between Gibson and Lomas. Headed west on Alameda as you approach Rio Grande. Traffic moving a bit slow there. Those slowdowns will last until Coors, and westbound Montano between Rio Grande and Coors. Traffic moving slow there as well.
This report is brought to you by Ski Santa Fe.
Experience the thrill of Ski Santa Fe slopes. With breathtaking views and a variety of runs for all ages and skill levels, it's the ultimate winter destination. Whether you're an avid skier or a beginner on the slopes, Ski Santa Fe has something for everyone. Come carve your own path. Visit skisantafe.com to purchase lift tickets, lessons, and rentals. Plan your trip today.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm Amy Lawrence with the CBS Sports Minute. Kike Hernandez is claiming collusion with a capital C among MLB owners, that they're conspiring to keep free agent contracts below a certain threshold. He says the offers he received were far too similar to ignore. Computer models using analytics to measure worth and value are somehow shared by the teams. And I could actually buy this. Owners and front offices are tired of getting strong-armed by powerful players union and agents like Scott Boras. They're taking back some control, baby. I'm Amy Lawrence.
CBS Sports Radio. The madness is coming. The madness is coming. Ugh, you guys always ruin this. I was trying to be dramatic. The madness is coming!
Oh, wow! Albuquerque's home for the Final Four and every other tournament game.
And it's over! This heavyweight battle is won by
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
UTIs are the worst. If you get UTIs, get Eucora. Eucora makes UTI relief products. They also make effective urinary health supplements.
One of the best decisions in my life that I've made is giving Eucora a chance. Eucora does work.
Get relief with Eucora. Try today at eucora.com/radio. UQORA.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
If you're like most people, you've had your fair share of financial questions. Questions like, can I afford my son's travel hockey team? What if my daughter doesn't get that soccer scholarship? Will I be able to enjoy golf in retirement? At Empower, we know these questions can be stressful. We're here to help answer your what ifs and empower what's next. Join 18 million Americans and take control of your financial future. Start today at empower.com. Sponsored by Empower Personal Wealth.
Around here at Wrangler, we are all excited for spring. The longer days, the warmer nights. When you've got your pick of shorts and jeans, either works just fine. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Always find what you love at Total Wine & More. With so many bottles to choose from at the lowest price, it's easy to find your favorite Cabernet or a new single barrel bourbon to try. With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love and love what you find at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. B21.
Blake's Lottaburger has been a New Mexico favorite since 1952. They use the best ingredients like their very own Hatch green chili and fresh premium beef patties. And they cook your food fresh when you order it. Blake's Lottaburger, the first there was, the best there is.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients.
Sean's on the phone, and Buck Burnett's bringing his dog.
Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection,
Buck Burnett's almost here.
muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-38
So cute.
or visit Prevnar20.com.
Sean's on the phone.
You can sit there. Get in the game right now at 888-922-0610.
Ready?
Oh yeah. It's not ending up.
Oh, Jace, you just made my day. I have no idea what this is, but you're genuinely happy.
It's Katy Perry.
Great
Katy Perry.
Table talks.
Is this what they play at the Buffalo Hall?
Yeah, good question.
Sometimes. Karaoke night at the Skillet.
So many good things happened during the break.
Who's on the phone?
Sean.
Sean. Who's Sean? Do I know Sean?
He's a new good friend of the show.
I like him. The guy who low-key loves baseball but claims he doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly
You know
what I
what?
said.
He tried to call yesterday, and we can't talk to people while we're at while you guys are at Sadie.
Yeah.
And he legit wanted to talk about Shohei.
Yeah, because he loves baseball. He's closeted. Welcome to the Friend Closet, Sean. How are you?
Hey, dude. It's your buddy of the show, Sean. Yeah, the thing about Shohei, it's weird. And, like, you know what I like about baseball? It's
Yes,
like
everything.
and it's like the non-actual, like on the field stuff, but it's all the weird stuff.
Yeah,
in
the tea.
background.
You like the tea.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And like, I don't know, like this whole announcement is really weird. And like, we haven't seen a picture of this woman or
the normal Japanese woman
or whoever,
Let me catch
But we
everyone.
haven't seen
Sean,
a picture of
hold
this
on.
person.
Hold on. I got to catch everyone up. So Sean is referencing that Shohei has talked about how he's married to a quote unquote normal Japanese woman.
It's a normal
woman.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, no, it's just, think about it. Like, I mean, they kind of brought him over to the States at, with the Angels because it's low key, but big market. And he, kind of, to test the waters, how he'd be able to handle it. And he probably went like total freak and he got hooked up with somebody that he, like his people, his publicists, his, whoever,
right.
handlers, like he got hooked up with somebody that was a little too freaky, for, the cha-ching money scene.
It is Japan.
And this is the way, like, and especially with the weird post and the weird picture of a dog and no other, like nobody knows anything about who this other is. And I want you guys to go up on that.
So
I'll listen off there.
You're the best, Sean.
Hey, great question, Sean. I touched on this yesterday on the program, and it is just as murky and vague as an announcement could ever be. Like, I understand somebody wanting their privacy and keeping their family out of the spotlight. Shohei Ohtani's embraced it. He's thrown Asia on his back and went for a ride. He's a perfect face for baseball. And I get he wants his privacy, but this is too vague. This is weird vague.
This is some Manti Te'o kind of thing.
This is some Japanese Illuminati arranged marriage. like super
Well,
weird stuff.
He also, if you guys remember, 2 years ago, there was those photos of him and the Hawaiian pitcher who's real good. What's her name? Her last name's Dung, but I don't know her first name.
Sure.
And she's super cute, but she's like an Olympian and like all this stuff. And you're like, okay, like this tracks, this makes sense. It's Japanese adjacent. Like all this should, and then immediately everyone in the Otani camp was like, no. And
it's not like, if I'm gonna lie, if I'm gonna like keep something in the shade, keep something in the dark, I'm not gonna be like, it's a normal Japanese woman. I'm gonna be like, she's the light of my life. I love her so much. She wants to remain out of the public eye. She's my best friend. She doesn't want the spotlight like me. He just says, no, she's a normal Japanese woman.
She's the sun on the Japanese flag. Like, there's a lot of things
you could have said anything in multiple languages. You could have said anything.
Well, hold up though. You have a lady.
Yes, I do.
I have a lady.
Correct.
We don't say their names on air.
No, but we talk about them. We describe them. Like, I bet if like OG, like for real friend of the show, could probably pick our girlfriends out of a lineup.
Yeah, but when you guys are out too, you like introduce your ladies to everybody.
Sure. Yeah, we just don't talk about them ad nauseum on the program.
The texter is making fun of Jace or supporting Jace. I can't tell which. They like this Otani Mateo reference.
Yeah,
so there you go. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM. We're through an hour. The sports animal.
Well, traffic right now, westbound on Paseo between Jefferson and the river. Traffic continues to move slow there. Also dealing with slowdowns I-40 westbound, starting right around the interchange, and those are going to last until Coors. Southbound I-25, Osuna to Comanche, dealing with some slowdowns in that area. Traffic continues to move slow right now westbound on Montano. That's going to start as you approach Rio Grande. It'll last until Coors. And Alameda headed west right now near the river. Traffic moving slow there as well.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their end-to-end solution helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all year round. Schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from your Indeed dashboard. Learn more by visiting Indeed.com/credit.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. Shout out to all my pals in San Antonio. What's going on? How y'all living right now? Wait, I know, like absolute bosses. Because last night in San Antonio, the first game in front of Spurs fans in 26 days, Wemby went straight Wemby. My man went off and did so against fellow Rookie of the Year candidate Chet Holmgren and Chet's OKC Thunder. What a matchup that was. We're already used to Wemby doing things that have not been done, but last night he went next level with it. The Spurs win that game going away, but Wemby went 25, 10, 5, 5 blocks, and 5 3-point shots made. He's already doing things at age 20 that have never been done by anybody in the history of the game. He's that good, that special, that unique, that much of a unicorn.
These days, it's important to know people and businesses you can trust. There's a lot of places where you can buy a vehicle, but there's only a few local dealerships where you'll find honest people who have your best interests in mind. And Fiesta Subaru is one of them. We've been helping our neighbors save money and drive dependable cars for years, and we'd love to help you. With new Subarus arriving daily, you're going to love our selection and the peace of mind you'll get driving a Subaru from Fiesta. So stop by and see us today at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas, or just start driving now at fiestasubaru.com.
Eric Strauss here. My home has become my happy place. I want to protect that investment with quality painting from CertaPro Painters. They help you from start to finish, and you don't have to deal with any of the mess. It's simple to book from start to finish, all at the right price. Each CertaPro Painters business is independent independently owned and operated right here in New Mexico. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Hi, I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. Many people think all injury lawyers are the same. Their experience is the same, and that the outcome of their case will be the same. That's just not true. Hurt in a wreck? Be cautious of which personal injury firm you hire. Look for a law firm with a proven track record of results, like Lerner and Rowe. We've collected billions of dollars for over 150,000
There you go.
people.
Can get you more. Call 544-4444. Multi-state settlements. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal. Proud to be a Cumulus media station.
Even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal. Your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Your mic's hot.
This one's a reach for Friday songs.
But it's a
First words.
All right, here it comes.
This is how we do it.
It's Friday night.
And I feel alright.
The
All right.
party's here on the west side.
The party's here downtown Albuquerque. Hey, Marie, what did you just hand me?
Teller.
No, what is this really?
It's beer. It's a 377 beer. It's a lager.
The Red Horse Lager.
Yes.
Okay.
How is it?
I'm about to tell you. So
I think you would like it a lot better than what I'm drinking. I love what I'm drinking.
Oh, mine's good.
Fertile
Also, 377 beer. You're welcome.
Yeah. Also, call your boys.
On-air tasting.
No, say Marie's leaving town.
I've been,
The Fertile
been working
Myrtle.
with them for a couple years. They're awesome.
It's not labeled what it
And
is, but I'm assuming it's like a reserve Belgian ale kind of thing. It's very good. It's in a friggin' wine bottle.
Yeah, they have a lot of cool selections in wine bottles.
Did you see the Fanatics guy today?
The Fanatics guy?
Yeah. The
Who,
CEO.
Jace Hinton?
His name's nice.
Yeah.
Jace Hinton joining us on the program. He's the only guy who's pro the new MLB jerseys.
Mhm.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy.
He likes to
No, I'm
stretch.
really not.
Yeah.
Really not a pro.
He's
new MLB jersey
He
guy.
loves showing dong.
Yeah, that's
like if there's anything you know about Jace Hinton,
Yeah.
he's
Simmer
an
down.
exhibitionist.
Slide in.
Simmer
Yeah.
down.
Says, I'm that guy. All right, here's what I'm doing. I'm trying to read
My words, not his.
No.
But super true.
All right. So I'm trying to set the date on the calendar.
Okay, this is gonna be
All right,
fun.
So what is this type of clock called with a date and a temperature on it?
Jace, how old were you when you had to teach your dad how to work the DVD player? 8 years old?
Probably younger.
Can you
Probably
step in
younger.
and help Fred?
I mean, I
Okay.
could try if he'll let me try to figure it out.
So the studio clock is currently showing March the 2nd, and it is not March the 2nd.
The Y2K guys were right this whole time. They were just 23 years late.
Here's what I'm going to do, Amory. I'm going to set an alarm to go off during the morning show.
Oh,
That'll get him.
Nice.
Thank you. So Fanatics,
Just a prank, bro.
Fanatics CEO Michael Rubin. Is it Michael Rubin? Isn't that the guy that made all the Beastie Boys albums?
That would be Rick Rubin.
Okay.
The legend Rick Rubin.
So
Put some
my-
respect on the bearded man's name.
It wasn't the Beastie Boys. What did he make?
It's the Beastie Boys.
Okay, Beastie
yeah.
Boys.
Him and Russell Simmons created Def Jam.
Ah, good name, because one is that you can't hear, the other one you have to hear.
Ooh.
Oh, jam like music.
You thought it was like preserves.
Oh, I thought it like raspberry preserves.
preserves.
Ah.
That makes so much more sense.
Fanatic CEO Michael Rubin, who is not a music producer on the MLB uniforms, quote, "We're doing everything as we're told, and we're getting the stuff kicked out of us." Now, I changed one word in that sentence.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys can guess which one it is.
I wonder why. I mean, I know why, but it's a rhetorical question.
Got it, Chase? It has been the
Sometimes.
biggest story of spring training, right?
I would say.
And Nike is catching no heat. MLB is catching no heat. I'm real confused, Michael, what was his name? Rubin. I'm real confused. Michael Rubin. Here's what I would do. I would show the email chains.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Screenshot them
Receipts.
texts. Yeah, screenshot them texts, Mike.
The NHL just switched from Adidas to Fanatics, and everyone knows it's going to be a stuff show. All right, here's the thing. No one knows about hockey. Cannot be more clear on that.
I learned yesterday that it's called a sweater.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jason Thomas came to Duke City Championship Wrestling last night, voice of the Ice Wolves.
Yeah, what a dude. Big Thunder fan. Another big Thunder fan.
Thunder!
They're surprisingly everywhere.
I think I'm real tired of cheap stuff. Everyone wants like single-use disposies.
Yes. This is a phenomena in our current generation. That's a plastic age kind of problem.
Yeah.
Planned obsolescence.
That's perfect with the way you're saying it.
Planned obsolescence. They want it to be bad on purpose, so you will buy more. Instead of buying a more expensive quality good that will last longer, they make it garbage, so you will buy more of them. The boots analogy is like the best example. And we were talking about Red Wing earlier on the program.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
In a decade, you could buy a $500 pair of, we can call them Red Wing boots or whatever.
Yeah.
And it'll last you 10 years. You can't afford $500 boots. You're going to have to buy $40 boots twice a year for 10 years, spending way more money in the long run.
Well, it's not way more, but it's more.
It's more.
It's 300 more. Yeah. If your fan merchandise is better than your on the field merchandise, that's just the most failed approach. And I feel like, and it's not just Major League Baseball, but I feel like everyone, everywhere, maybe I'm just old man slow, is just losing quality control. Like, I don't think I understand why, unless there is some vast majority of acceptance, which perhaps exists.
Sure.
Where they're like, oh, this is fine. You remember the other day when doors were just flying off airplanes?
Yeah.
People were like, oh, this is fine.
Did we not check the doors? That's like one of the top things on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go engine first, and that's very important.
Yeah, that's
all the beat boot buttons in the cockpit. That's probably second. I would say doors are third. Check the doors third.
Yeah, I think the doors, are kind of an important factor on a plane.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm no engineer or nothing, but
it goes in this.
Yet.
You guys are wrong.
You're still young. You could turn it around.
It goes in this order.
About that one.
Engine first, Wi-Fi second.
Wi-Fi second?
I need that. I need that on the plane.
So you need Wi-Fi over doors?
Yeah, if the doors fly off.
And maybe the beep boop buttons on the cockpit. I'm just saying, like, if them things aren't operating, nothing's operating.
If Jim Morrison is on the plane, there's some weird stuff going on.
All right. That one missed me. I'm really excited to catch this reference.
The doors.
If Jim Morrison is on, okay,
Morrison
all
from
right.
the
That was a
Doors.
reach, but I like where you're going with it. I really do. Gonna be honest.
That was fair.
Yeah,
that was good.
Fanatics should get a lot of heat for it because the jerseys are awful.
They're horrendous.
Yeah,
absolutely atrocious.
The lettering is stupid. Like the MLB logo being below the neckline instead of on the neckline. I'm indifferent.
Don't care.
That's fine. The lettering is awful. The names on the back is awful.
I saw something.
It looks stupid.
It was a comparison of Mariner shortstop JP Crawford's jersey from last year to this year, and it's just it's horrendous. And there's no other way to describe it. Like, they have ruined the MLB jerseys, if you ask my opinion.
Yeah, the names on the back are the biggest problem.
Yeah,
and they're such a big problem. You don't notice all the other problems. That the logos on the front look like cheap knockoff jerseys. Like, they look like cheap iron-on patches and logos. It's
like
embarrassing.
Jerseys, they look like jerseys you'd get from like a DHgate website. That they'll, the jersey gets here quick and it looks legit, but it's, a whole $15, $10 somewhere in that area.
Sure.
I mean, I'm just saying, I've ordered a few off DHgate. I'm not going to lie about it.
Oh, well, thank you for that
It's weird
endorsement of DHgate. The pants are see-through. Like, you can see like players' favorite SpongeBob SquarePants underwear. Like, you just see right through the pants.
We had pants like that in high school, though.
If you sit in the wrong way, like, your nugget pouch is just on display. Like every ripple on your nugget pouch is just there.
The real truth, though, aside from your guys' terrible jokes and admissions to
it's true
weird
He's
quality
not wrong.
stuff,
you could see the lumps on the brain is what I'm saying.
it's that the reputation of Fanatics super precedes them here. Like, no matter what they did, you're going to get the opinion that they're doing it poorly. That's what this thing is at this point. It's so tarnished publicly, even if they did the best job. You're not going to be able to escape this. They're not going to be able to come up with a product that's, number one, equal to the previous product. They're definitely not going to come up with one superior.
Right.
So you lose no matter what. And it's a foolish decision by Fanatics, Nike, and MLB to put out anything.
Yeah.
And also, you lie. You put it out, you just call it a Nike thing, and then afterwards you're like, oh, did you love that? Because it was actually us, Fanatics, the whole time. That's what you do.
The only way out of this is you let the heat die down. You don't change a damn thing. You don't change a damn thing about the jerseys, the see-through dong hanging pants. You don't change anything about the dollar store logos on front. You don't change a thing about the Russian looking lettering on the back. You don't change anything. Opening day, March 28th, you better have some 11 out of 10 quality jerseys. And you say, well, I don't know what the fuss was about. Those were just the practice jerseys. Those were just the spring training jerseys,
baby
guys.
switch.
Yeah, totally. You can't keep leaning into
I mean, the only way I see this at this point is it's a way to get women to watch baseball more. I think that's the whole reasoning behind this, because the NFL had a huge jump of
Taylor
women watching
Swift. You're
football.
actually-
Yeah,
you're
with
talking
Taylor
about
Swift. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know what the MLB decided was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and
Well,
make
there's gonna
these uniforms.
Yeah, I see what path you're going down. I'm not following you.
I don't think ladies are attracted to men's midsection lumps.
No.
I don't
To
think-
me,
like a nice round butt cheek. I get it. The ladies go crazy for a nice butt cheek, but like I don't think they want to see the outline of your junk.
Yes, they do.
Ah, damn it.
And why do you think ladies love gray sweat season?
what is gray sweat season?
Gray sweatpants.
Come
season.
on.
See, this is a thing I've never
Are
understood.
you talking about my hair?
No.
No.
Because when you get
Definitely
When it
sweaty,
starts, like when it starts becoming like a little chilly outside, like we creep into fall and guys start wearing this isn't going to probably pertain to you because you don't like when people wear sweats.
Not in public. That's weird to me.
But when it's gray sweatpants season, ladies love it because you can see.
Ladies
stuff in
love
the front.
sweatpants.
Mhm. Gray sweatpants.
I have multiple gray sweatsuits.
Right, Van?
I do. And if I'm wearing, I got like some comfy baggy ones that like are just like
Believe me,
super,
ladies are looking if you're wearing.
and I got some like more thin, sleek, athletic ones. And I've gotten some glances,
This
Amory.
is the stupidest.
Some down south glances.
This is not real. Everything everything that was just mentioned.
Google it.
ladies.
Google it right now.
My eyes
Google
are up
gray
here.
Sweatpants season. Google it.
Do you remember that period of time?
Ladies,
Van,
quit
you know what the
veering
thing-
down at my midsection.
Do you remember
ask your lady.
there were over the head sunglasses? Do you remember that period of time when there were sunglasses and instead of going over the ears, they went over the top of your head? And everyone was like, these are the coolest on the East Coast. You remember what I'm talking about?
God, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Once I see him, I bet I do.
Yeah. That's what this Amory story is.
It's
Google
not,
it.
It's actually not that. It's not a lie. It's 100%.
I've heard this before. Oh,
It's a real
yeah. I remember those. Dennis Rodman.
Fred, Google
Weird
gray
how that worked out.
sweatpants season.
Back around the Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
You know, you don't have to know everything and be successful. And that's where I feel like I'm at right now. You remember when
I believe Demolition Man is the culprit behind these over the head sunglasses. These are awful.
John Spartan, you have been fined 1 credit. You remember when Todd Helton got into the Hall of Fame, but whenever you asked him about automated ball strikes, he didn't know what that was?
Yeah. Some people, when they're done, brother.
You can be good at something and not know everything.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame Major League Baseball player Todd Helton did not know that there was automated ball strikes in AAA.
Man, he got done playing and he said, "That's it. That's enough baseball."
If he said that, that's the most coherent sentence.
Well, when
he said.
I retire, I also want to retire.
Yeah, like I when you retire, you're done. Like, don't worry. I don't think you have to worry about anything other than what you're doing in retirement, unless you stay in the game or whatever it is that you do.
Yeah, like these sports lifers that we talk about all the time, who just like coach or advise or front office or whatever until the day of their death. I was like, if you're on your deathbed, you're gonna like, I should have worked harder. No, you're gonna like live with your regrets. You'll be like, I never went to Cabo. Like you're not gonna be like, oh, I should have made out with Susie. Like it's stuff like that. It's not like, oh my God, I can't believe I was 15 minutes late to work that one morning when I was 74 and should have retired 14 years ago. Retire.
Just be done.
Enjoy. Go golf. Put your feet in the sand.
Also, be late for that tea time and tell the starter that you don't care. And if you keep talking to me this way, I will put my cigar out right here. Man.
Everybody be on time for your tea time. Don't listen to Fred at all. It's very important.
Yeah,
you're going to mess up the whole flow. You're going to get backed up.
Skip the first hole. Who cares?
Every hole is going to be, I care very much.
You got to play all. If you're paying for it, play them all.
Jace, thank you very much, Jace. This is a big deal.
Big golf guy.
Yeah.
All right. From the texter, I get it. That's very funny. I get that the MLB wants to be transparent, but the uniforms have gone too far.
Yikes.
Fantastic. Good work.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
It's 2 Men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Traffic right now, not too bad for a Friday afternoon, but we are dealing with slowdowns. Let's start westbound on I-40, starting right around 2nd Street. Traffic moving slow. That's going to last until Coors. Southbound on I-25 between Osuna and Montgomery, still dealing with some slowdowns there. Traffic also continues to move a bit slow headed west on Paseo. That's going to start around 2nd Street. It'll last until the river. And westbound on Montano right now between Rio Grande and Coors, we are dealing with congestion there.
This report is brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union. Better banking without the bank.
Stop the revolving door in your high-interest credit cards. Consolidate your debt with a personal loan from Sandia Area. One rate, one payment. Financial freedom is closer than you think. Apply today at sandia.org/forward. Sandia Area. Better banking without the bank. Sandia Area is an equal opportunity lender and membership is required.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World-class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Every year in March, 68 teams come together, all looking for one thing.
Ball fake, 3, buries it.
To be NCAA basketball's top team.
3 seconds, no timeouts.
Catch the madness.
For the win!
Albuquerque's home for the Final Four and every other tournament game. This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house online and owning it, between imagining living there and breathing in your new home for the first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors and bound by a code of ethics, because that's who we are.
This year, Dell Technologies wants to help you do amazing things with their best tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology to match your forward-thinking spirit and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-865-2266. That's 1-800-865-2266. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-865-2266. That's 1-800-865-2266.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-330-8323 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-330-8323. That's 800-330-8323. What do you have to lose? Call 800-330-8323. Again,
Here we go.
800-323.
Gotta be kidding me, dude.
Jim Rowe.
Dude, don't make me block you. Don't be the first.
On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Here we go.
Joining us on the program, co-owner of Duke City Championship Wrestling, Aaron Buck Burnett. Aaron, welcome to the show.
Thanks. I thought you were going to say Edward Norton from American History X.
Oh, no, that's me.
Yeah, that's Van.
me.
That's 100% Van.
I mean, he's not as ripped as he was. But,
no. You have brought your dog. That is an Irish Labradoodle.
He is actually, he's an old English doodle. He's half sheepdog, half poodle.
He's a curly boy.
He's got grays.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
It's all
Now,
trimmed around his ears.
A. Marie would describe that as gray sweats, and she would be very excited about the gray sweats of your dog.
Yes.
She came in, she thwarted, she's neglecting her production duties. She came into the studio to pet the dog.
Well, it's because we're all in here and,
Oh, I have some Cheez-Its. Can I give your dog one?
Yeah, he'll
Okay.
love you if you do.
Okay.
His name is Max.
Hi, Max.
Max. All right, so I'm going to give Aaron's dog a Cheez-It on air.
Here we go.
All right, so this should go well. Here you go. Here you go, puppers.
Is it for you don't make him do a trick? Oh my God! You just give him food?
Well, he's an old dog, and traditionally it's difficult, man, to teach an old dog what.
He's actually only a year old.
Oh gosh.
What's it gonna look like when he's 10?
Well, his mom was solid silver. That's what it is.
The last time I met Max, he was screaming at me at Aaron's house.
Yeah.
Intruder alert, like that?
Yeah, he wanted some attention, and Fred just wouldn't give it up.
No, sold him.
Yikes.
How was that event last night at the Historic El Rey Theater?
I'll tell you what, man. I had a hard time getting in here today. I have to work tonight for Eric Strauss.
Sorry to hear that.
And I am tired. It was good. It was good.
Van is the table, so you guys have a lot in common right now.
Yeah.
Still don't know what that means.
I am the table.
Over, what did we say, like 500 people at the El Rey last night?
That, yeah.
Something like that. It was
I'll tell
pretty
you
good.
what, it sounded like 1,000 though.
Yeah.
It sounded like 1,000 people in there. It was absolutely insane.
I'll tell you what I'm appreciative of with the Duke City Championship Wrestling audience is that they don't talk to me about you and the Buck and Deck show anymore. They talk to me about you and Duke City Championship Wrestling.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's kind of a fun thing
People
for me.
would talk to you about the old show.
They would say, "Hey, was he on the radio?
Is that the same Buck?
Yeah, was he that guy?" I go, "That
guy."
Now they know you're owner of Duke City Championship Wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get any feedback from your industry friends? Are they all super jealous?
I think Dex is starting. I think Dex is he's just kind of given up on life, and he's going to start a roofing job now. He's going to install roofs.
No, that's a commendable job, though.
Oh, that's
somebody has to do it.
Installing roof is kind of hard.
That's the Lord's work right there, man. That's hard work.
That's awesome that
No doubt.
a white American is doing that job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually one certain demographic.
This sounds like a KKOB segment if I've ever heard.
Yep.
I've never he'll be the first one I ever see on a roof.
You're
brutally honest.
You're on KKOB from 6 to 8 tonight?
Yeah, 6 to 8.
All right, so how many Bobert jokes do you have right now?
I don't have any Bobert jokes for tonight.
What?
I'm actually going to be talking to.
Have you seen Her Existence?
Oh, I have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I saw that clip of her at the movie theater.
Hot.
Oh, wow.
Super hot.
Just pause and think about it for a second. Okay.
What's up over there in the world? Why was Donald Trump waving at immigrants over the border today?
I think he was taunting them, probably.
He was. I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah. He's kind of in a pickle because he's got to pay like
$452
million, and he's saying, I don't have the money.
Why did he say that when he's a billionaire?
Lawyers are saying it on paper.
Oh, I know.
And court.
I know.
What if you walked? Give me a number. Give me a hundreds of miles number.
163 miles.
All right. What if you walked 163 miles across Mexico to get to the U.S. border and you just see Donald Trump standing there waving at you?
You get there, you'd be like, oh.
This...
Hey, Senor Trump, we are the best people.
They say he's not waving at me. He's waving at the fence.
He really loves the fence.
Yeah.
You remember whenever he saluted that North Korean dictator? That was super weird.
What salute?
Wait, give him the finger?
Nope.
Not that one.
Did he give him one of the...
I would say yes. That's
Really?
the one he was doing.
Yeah. Wow. He gave him the American History X.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know, old Ed Norton really turned it around at the end of the movie.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah, it took a while.
It's a coming of age story.
Took a while.
I took a date to see that movie.
Your dog Max is sniffing around for more Cheez-Its now.
Yeah.
Would you like a Mexican street corn style corn nut?
He won't eat that.
Yeah. I shouldn't either.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't. I can't eat that.
What?
Yeah, I had too much dental work. I don't want to mess up my pearly whites.
Ooh, with our friends at Isham Dental?
Is that where you went? Isham Dental, new friend of the show?
Yeah.
No. Actually, my dentist actually listens to you guys. His name is Ross Connor.
What's up, Ross?
He's got a company called Rio Rancho Modern. I actually drive to Rio Rancho from my house for my dental appointments.
You go to the RR for RC?
I do.
Awesome.
Only reason I go to RR is to go see amazing shows produced at the Rio Rancho Event Center, obviously.
Same.
Only time.
What are you guys talking about today? What's in the news?
So we saw Hunter Biden was getting investigated by Congress about why he worked for foreign countries, and then he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I've never done that. I'm not Jared Kushner."
Burnett.
That is
Buck Burnett.
fire.
That's not what they're talking about.
He's talking about politics. What's your?
Because you just sat down.
What's your non-politic, non-sport story today? What's the big non-politic?
I'll softball one into you right now. Caitlyn Clark should go to the NBA instead of the WNBA.
God, that's
no.
Caitlyn Clark.
That was atrocious.
Caitlyn Clark
It's
would
horrendous.
next year, after Wembayama, he's already been in here, can't do it twice in a row. Caitlyn Clark will be both the Rookie of the Year next year and the sixth Woman of the Year.
Is that some transgender person that I don't know about?
No, it's just a straight lady. Just a lady.
Is she just a baller basketball player?
She's about to set.
Oh, that one who's about to set all the records.
She already set the women's record,
okay.
and she's about to set the all-time record, men and women.
She makes a lot of money in college basketball with NIL, and she has announced she's entering the WNBA draft.
Who are the best free agent wide receivers out there? For
Mike Evans,
Caitlyn Clark,
Evans?
Not McCall
Mike
Hardman.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
The Chiefs need a ring chaser. We need somebody who wants to chase a ring.
Valdez Scantling. He caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl one time. Get
Taylor
him. He's
Swift.
available.
He was clutch. No, we need like a ring chaser so we can try to do this 3-peat thing.
The Chiefs literally have only one wide receiver on the roster right now.
Well, yeah, when they keep dropping the
drop
ball, you might as well
Hardman,
get rid of them.
Drop Scanling,
Taylor Swift,
drop Tony. Your boy Rice is the only one left.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking we're going to end up with somebody like T. Higgins or Mike Evans.
T. Higgins got the franchise tag. I think.
Oh, they
he's
tagged
staying-
him?
Yeah, they tagged him. He's staying in Cincy.
Really?
If anything, Mike Evans, I think, is most likely to end up in Kansas City.
What's he like? 13 years?
Or
now?
Michael Pittman from
Pittman's
Indianapolis.
actually pretty good.
Not leaving.
He's solid.
Ballard's not going to let him go. They're going to pay him.
If I'm Pittman, I'm wanting to leave the Colts.
Oh yeah. No more Gardner Minshew.
I mean, you got Anthony Richardson, but still, you're gonna curious how he
kind of
comes back
fragile,
from
isn't
injury. Yeah, I'm curious to see how he comes back from injury. Very interested.
I want all of the wide receivers to just make a lot of friends along the way. That's the only thing that seems to matter.
Lame.
If you're the Dolphins, do you get rid of Tyreek Hill, claim some sort of weird contract reason, save all that money, sign Mike Evans?
They built so much stuff around him. Like they've been formulating that team around Tyreek Hill. They can't lose him.
I mean, literally, they lose Hill, they lose the entire franchise in this sense.
They're not going to do that.
Come on now.
That's not the first woman that Tyreek Hill has attacked.
What?
They came
Oh,
in. They
did
came in with
something
this
else happen?
knowledge.
Yeah.
His wife?
Again?
No, a Instagram influencer broke her leg.
Oh,
What?
yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
the other
I
day.
saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
Tyreek.
second time.
Mhm.
That's not the first. That is.
He
not an
tried to
isolated
commandeer a boat.
Huh? You guys
He's
want to? Do you guys want a great topic that you can talk to your listeners about?
Yeah, sure.
I'm actually going to do this tonight.
Let's try this.
Where's it at?
What is it? What hot points will President Biden hit on at the State of the Union address on the 7th?
No, dude. Tonight on KKOB, zero politics. We are not
Zero.
talking any politics.
It's all
so fun
fallout
right
from
now.
leap year lockup at the
It's all
historic
fallout
Opry
from
Theater.
leap year lockup. Darren White was on the air pimping us so hard last
He
night.
really was.
He loves
He
wrestling.
called me when I was standing there taking tickets, and I've got the phone to my ear like this, and I'm like, Darren, I'm taking tickets. He's like, so you still have tickets for sale? And I was like, yes, we do. He's
That's
like,
a good
great, I'm going to talk
impression.
about you.
He's so
Nice.
nice.
You know, a lot of people
Um,
called in to talk about it too.
Well, of course they did. I mean, everyone
Just
loves.
so you know.
Everyone
'Cause I
loves
was
pro
listening.
wrestling.
Yeah. We've all had breakups, right?
I mean, I've broken up with a lot of people.
Sure.
yeah.
We've all been involved in breakups.
Sad day.
It's not a new
Jace has been the
Very-
victim of many.
Very recently, too.
Recently.
That's the crazy part.
So let's
This is
okay. So I'll
fresh,
look at you
okay.
and we'll talk about this.
Oh, he's gonna look at me and talk about this. I feel like I'm the hot seat now.
Somebody asked women of Reddit. So are they breaking up with you? You breaking up with them?
Recently?
Yeah.
She broke up with me.
Oh.
Okay, so we'll ask
Tough.
men of Reddit this. We'll just start a new
We'll
category.
just spin it.
Have you ever done anything petty after a breakup? Like, what's the most petty thing you've done after a breakup?
I know my answer right away.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe.
But they asked this to women, but I'm going to ask you. So we'll start a new category.
I took her off my Spotify.
That's it.
That's crazy.
That's a power move right there.
Like, right away.
unreal. That's awesome. That's phenomenal.
Yeah. See ya.
I changed my Netflix password.
Changing the past. The most
I mean,
petty
that's
thing
petty.
I've done.
By the
Yeah,
way,
so-
Jace is 20.
Yeah. Jace is a child.
Jace is a
I'm a
child.
child.
So the difference between us,
I
like
wouldn't
me
hold her
saying,
hand in public anymore.
I changed my Netflix password. You saying I took her off Spotify.
Yeah.
I took her off my Spotify account. This is how differently women react. Okay. So
They've burned the pictures.
Hooked up with their friends.
That's the one.
Hooking up with their friends.
No.
If it-
Hooking up with the friends,
Oh,
isn't
no,
it?
it gets.
If
it's-
the
I mean,
relationship,
that's
basic.
going to
though.
happen in New Mexico.
if
That's
the race, if the
Everybody knows everybody.
if the relationship ends amicably, high road every time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Friends, partners, business partners, whatever. If it ends bad, I'm banging all your friends.
Hey,
like
you need
every
to hop in on
single
this
every
category,
single one
too.
of them.
I can't hear you, but
Every
you need to hop
one
in
of
on
them.
this. One answer was a woman said that she cleaned the toilet with the dude's toothbrush and put it back.
That's crazy.
I don't like that one.
That's unreal.
That's cleaner than my mouth.
Oh, okay.
I have porcelain in my teeth.
It's true.
Somebody said they cut the tips off of all of his pants pockets. Another woman said she cut the crotch out of every suit that the guy owned.
That's wild.
All right. Cutting off the bottoms of the pants pocket is genius.
That's
Because you're not going to notice for
Yeah.
a while.
you know, if they
No.
just like slit it down the middle though, so that way
Yes.
they don't even notice, and you're just
Yeah.
like dropping stuff
Oh,
out
yeah.
constantly.
I
There-
like that one a lot.
Now there's some if you were to do like took the batteries out of all the remotes, if you were to be like, hey, I swiped every light bulb that I could easily remove. I'm into these
Yeah.
things because these things are literal nuisance.
For sure.
Hey, the refrigerator light bulb, that thing's gone.
Number 3 was stole every single one of his power cords to all of his electronics,
I
including
did
the
that.
cord to his
Maniacal.
So I did that to
Maniacal.
I did that to an ex roommate.
Oh,
So I had a roommate who
that's
wasn't paying his part of the. I was a kid. I was like Jace's age, and then I went through, unplugged everything from the wall, and knifed him right up to the base of it,
nice.
to where
Ooh,
there's no way to even splice it.
That's hateful right there.
Yeah, it was
that's
wild.
crazy.
That is awful.
Yeah,
You're a
I've
terrible
actually
person.
done number 4, but I just kind of did this as a prank once.
Mhm.
Actually, I've done it twice.
It's a prank, bro.
Yeah, just a
this
prank.
this was a prank, but a woman actually did this to a guy. She said she stuffed raw fish into the curtain rods that the hold his curtain,
Yes, we're very familiar.
Wow.
and never told him about it.
That's
I
crazy.
saw that prank on a TV show.
That is
too.
upper echelon. That is awful.
Yeah. Another thing somebody did.
Hey, Marie told me one time that she released 4 mice into an ex-boyfriend's house, and she with fingernail polish painted on the side 1, 2, 3, and 5. And then
That's a good one. That's good.
Yeah, she did that.
When I was a kid, I went to I actually did this at Coronado Mall. I went to the pet store and I bought 3 little white mice, and I walked into
to see how they run.
I know I had an empty cup, with the lid on it, like an Orange Julius or something, and had them inside the cup, and went into I don't know, like Victoria's Secrets or whatever it was, some lingerie shop, and like looking around and dumped them out.
Take a quick break because we're like way behind.
Aaron Burdett, who has to be on the air in 20 minutes. Amory told me that I've screwed up the clock and we have to go to break.
No, but I want him to stay.
Good luck on the Eric Strauss show.
Thank you. It's going to be a banger.
I don't believe that.
We're going to have fun tonight.
Oh, his
I do have
callers
city
are
councilor
fun.
coming on.
It's always a
Eddie
banger
Haskell's
when
coming?
Buck's in the house.
Yeah.
You said Eddie Haskell?
Brooke Bassan.
Oh, okay. That's a good get.
She's great.
Yeah. As far as people doing stuff in the community, put Brooke at the top of the list.
She's amazing. She's like the most down to earth person ever.
Jace, if you grow older, learn your city councilman. They're the most important people in your community, and they will help you to all ends.
Just not Tammy Feeblecorn. She'll try to like shut the zoo down.
2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay, and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Join the growing team at Progressive Insurance. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
Traffic right now, not too bad for a Friday afternoon, but we are dealing with slowdowns. Let's start westbound on I-40, starting right around 2nd Street. Traffic moving slow. That's going to last until Coors. Southbound on I-25 between Osuna and Montgomery, still dealing with some slowdowns there. Traffic also continues to move a bit slow headed west on Paseo. That's going to start around 2nd Street. It'll last until the river. And westbound on Montano right now between Rio Grande and Coors, we are dealing with congestion there.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Back to Grizzlies at home. I'm Joe Ostrowski here to help you beat the books with BetQL. The Grizzlies season was momentarily resurrected by the return of Ja Morant, but it has been tough sledding since they lost him to injury. The Grizz own the 3rd worst record in the West, but the BetQL model likes them tonight. Grizzlies -2.5 versus the Blazers is a 5-star best bet. I'm Joe Ostrowski. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetQL and BetMGM app.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-865-2266. That's 1-800-865-2266. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-865-2266. That's 1-800-865-2266.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
It's easy to think all money managers are pretty much the same, but at Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Different? How? You sell high commission investment products, right?
No, Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission-based investment products.
Well, you must earn commissions on trades.
Nope, never at Fisher. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our client's best interest. It's the highest standard of care for a financial advisor.
How do you know what's in their best interest?
We get to know our clients and then tailor a portfolio based on their goals and needs.
But you probably sneak in.
Back in a minute.
No, we have one transparent management fee, structured so we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, you really do look out for your clients.
That's because our top priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. It might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments. Clearly different money management.
Investments and securities involve the risk of loss.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile. And the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time. There's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Don't show up to work without a tape. Everyone will know. And they'll talk about you in the lunchroom over a ham sandwich. It's the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 6.
Here we go. Mike.
I don't ever want anyone to do poorly at anything ever, but I want Caitlyn Clark to get 17 points tonight.
That would be legit hilarious. I don't think she's ever scored less than 17 points. I think she could walk onto a football field and score 17 points. What Friday song is this one? I don't recognize this one.
Steely Dan.
Oh, Steely Dan.
You know, I'll be honest. I think Sabrina Eskew in college was better than Caitlin Clark was.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. 100%.
Caitlin Clark's the best athlete ever of any sport.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
Also, she looks exactly like what people want to put on TV, and that's going to help her forever.
Are you just saying like super white? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and pretty and
from
tall
Iowa
and athletic and
from
has
the
a non-regional
Midwest
dialect.
Not dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The WNBA is so happy about this. They saw her play and they were going through her history. They were like, oh, good. Catholic high school.
You familiar with the history of the Catholic Church? I don't think that's the biggest thumbs up in the world. Caitlin, the WNBA, get ready to get real disappointed because I got a hot one for you here, boys. Caitlin Clark is going to get drafted in the second round by the Detroit Pistons in next year's NBA draft.
That would be the last pick.
She is going to be
Miss Irrelevant.
First woman in the history of the National Basketball Association. She's going to be the first woman in the history of the Big Five American sports. Caitlin Clark is good enough to play in the NBA, and she should.
Not even close. She's not even good enough. She's not good enough to play in the NBA.
Jump to the next part of that sentence.
She can play in the WNBA.
Well, duh, so could I.
She's the best player in the history of the WNBA, and she hasn't played a minute yet.
There's no way I would leave. Here's why I wouldn't.
She's 6'1", like 165.
That's like A. Marie. That's the exact size of A. Marie.
Yeah, A. Marie can't hoop like Caitlin Clark.
Hey, you gave up.
She would be like a legit wing defender and three-point shooter for coming off the bench, getting like 20 good minutes a game in the NBA. This could really happen. This could really happen.
Here's what she should do. Not this. Because there's no way Indiana is going to trade the first overall WNBA pick. So she has to go to Indiana, and that sucks. And if she goes back and gets her master's, she gets to pad all those stats, which puts her in a stratosphere of history that will never, ever come close to be reached or even close to being close or reached. And then lastly, get a cool master's degree.
She already announced that she's leaving.
I recognize that.
WNBA.
It's a bad move. She gets so much NIL cash. Don't live your life with a crappy WNBA salary, which is like, I think this is a real number, $65,000 to start as a rookie. Don't do that.
Well, if you're this great athlete, then you're going to go to the worst team in the league just to make them great again. But
nope.
She's definitely not the greatest athlete.
What are you going on about? Yes, she averages 32.
I'm telling you.
You think a girl like who lives in Iowa, who is from Des Moines, Iowa, Indianapolis, Indiana is like the big city.
Literally.
That's like Manhattan of the Midwest.
You know,
she's going to be super excited to go to Indiana.
You know, she's lost a game before.
Not true.
Mm-hmm,
never. She's never done anything wrong in her life.
She's 2 rebounds and a assist off from a triple-double. Average.
Yeah. The WNBA is going to rig this thing somehow.
No.
They're going to.
It's already set.
They're going to facilitate some kind of trade. She's going to New York or LA, maybe Chicago.
The script.
Yeah. It's all the script. This is Patrick Ewing stuff. This is Shaquille O'Neal stuff. This is LeBron James stuff.
Crazy.
She's going to the best market possible for the person. She's got to be in LA or New York, maybe Chicago.
You guys know nothing about nothing. The Fever have the first overall draft pick. That is already set. There can be no collusion. There can be no lottery manipulation.
The WNBA is going to force a trade. They don't want, as much as Caitlin Clark wants to be in Indiana, I think she will love Indianapolis. She'll do fantastic. She'll blend in. She'll look like everyone else. No one's going to know who she is.
She'll be in the mayor. She'll be like Kevin Johnson.
They will facilitate a trade. They will force Indiana
Take another break
to make a trade.
Don't storm the court after the game tonight. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Insurance is making it easy to save money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com.
Well, traffic right now, things not looking too bad here in the metro, especially for a Friday afternoon. Southbound on I-25, we are dealing with some slowdowns as you approach Montgomery. Also, westbound I-40 right now from 4th Street to Coors. We do have a little bit of a slowdown in that area. Traffic moving better, but still a little slow westbound on Paseo between 2nd Street and the river. Also, westbound on Montano right now as you approach the river. You're going to see some slowdowns, and those are going to last until Coors.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World-class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Telling it like it is.
Now, I don't think Atlanta is the best place for Justin Fields. I think he's better served because he's not a refined quarterback yet. I think he's better served going to an offensive coach, but Denver has one. They don't want him. The Giants have one. They don't want him. So I think Atlanta is the best place for him beyond those two.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Your Lobo men's basketball team has their final home game of the regular season as we host Fresno State. Wednesday, March 6th at 8:30 p.m. This will be senior night. Come out and see your Lobo seniors play one last time in the pit. For tickets, visit golobos.com/tickets. That's Wednesday, March 6th at 8:30 p.m. versus Fresno State. Go Lobos!
Can't sleep with this cold.
Honey.
Honey?
Honey, you need NyQuil Severe Honey.
NyQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a dreamy honey taste.
Feeling better, honey? Honey? I'll take that as a yes.
Try NyQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu symptom relief. NyQuil Severe with honey flavor. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever. Honeylicious, best sleep with a cold. Medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When you use your electric vehicle in autopilot or self-driving mode, accidents can still happen. Whether you consider it fault or not, you may still have a claim. Lerner & Rowe is the first law firm in America with the ability to review the propriety proprietary software that holds electric vehicle manufacturers responsible. If you were injured in an EV accident, call Lerner and Rowe today.
Lerner and Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Carlos Over Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Some work may be performed by or referred to other attorneys.
1 minute.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance.
10 seconds, but like
Dollars in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
I'm Jeff Symbieta. Monday on the opening drive, it'll be the final week of college basketball's regular season. The NFL carousel continues to run. JJ Buck and I will start the opening drive Monday at 7 a.m.
Mike's hot.
All right, another song that I don't know. What is this?
This is from Disney's hit theatrical release Friday.
It's Flo Rida and Jason Derulo. Hello Friday.
That Flo Rida has made some hits. Where's he from?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Texas?
He's from
Tennessee?
Florida.
One of those two? Oh, is that
Florida?
why? Is that why his name's Flo Rida?
Oh,
it's spelled
Jace.
Florida.
I just got it.
Me too, Van. It's okay.
Jace,
Hey, look at us.
if Caitlyn Clark broke up with you, what petty thing do you think she would do to you?
If she broke up with me?
Beat your favorite NBA team.
100%.
Probably.
She'll drop 70 on the Bucks.
Whoop you at 2K.
Yeah.
Don't storm the court is what everyone who sucks is saying.
Like, quote me that Caitlyn Clark could play significant quality minutes in the NBA.
No.
How did we go
She's
back
not
to
an
that?
all-star.
She could not.
She will not be an all-star.
No.
Doesn't have the strength, her frail little woman body, and her 70% size of a male woman brain.
And paycheck.
We all know that, but she's like the best one ever.
No.
She could come off the bench,
Terrible take.
pop some threes, play some good wing defense.
Here's the truth. The truth is this. She needs to wait, and she needs to go win a 3-on-3 gold medal for USA Women's Olympics. Keep all of her NIL money. Go win an actual gold medal for regular Olympics.
And wait till Los Angeles or New York has
Yes,
the number
that's
one
when
pick
you
in
do
the
it,
draft.
100%.
And then declare.
Get on a ton of cool billboards.
Got to spread the observation.
What's the observation?
Well, with her going to Indiana, it spreads like people are going to want to watch Indiana because of her.
Finally.
No one is.
First
Hey,
time ever.
don't
Yeah.
anyone in this room or listening to the show be confused. None of us and nobody listening to the show has tuned into an Iowa Hawks women's basketball game all season long.
I've watched upwards of 10 minutes
of highlights
this season
of highlights,
real-time games.
Yeah, I've watched.
If they're accidentally on when I'm at a place with a television and they just
That's
happen to
fine.
be playing at the time, I am encapsulated.
No, you're not.
I love it so much. I'm the biggest Caitlyn Clark stan there is.
Stan.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're going with Stan.
Yeah.
A stalking fan.
Yes.
That's wild.
I will track her down.
Okay.
I will
And-
tell you what her hair smells like
That-
very soon. Amory's face. You should
That
have
was
seen
crazy.
it.
We got a guest whenever we get back. It's going to be a lot of fun. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Skip the airwaves, the labels just say we own you like slaves. That thought they took to the graves. Fast forward, flow so historic. I claim the torch to cause the force weddings. My leader, beat the hip hop. I speak to the kids, the pop has gotta stop. Please research the birth for who's high. Young crowd Say Nelly built rap and chain your young jock, put it all on the map and treat the pioneers like blacks. So hit the pad.
Well, traffic right now, things not looking too bad here in the metro, especially for a Friday afternoon. Southbound on I-25, we are dealing with some slowdowns as you approach Montgomery. Also, westbound I-40 right now from 4th Street to Coors. We do have a little bit of a slowdown in that area. Traffic moving better, but still a little slow westbound on Paseo between 2nd Street and the river. Also westbound on Montano right now as you approach the river. You're going to see some slowdowns, and those are going to last until Coors.
Brought to you by New Balance.
New Balance and more at New Mexico Shoes. Make your feet feel better. We actually measure your feet for a better fit and better performance. In Cottonwood Corners next to Best Buy. And New Mexico Shoes on Montebo next to SAS. New Balance and New Mexico Shoes.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress. Make yourself at home. Shop in-store or online at AmericanHome.com. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Eric Strauss here. Spring is on the way. Colors are bursting. What about the color of your home? When you choose CertaPro Painters, you're not just choosing a service, you're choosing a partner in making your house your home. Painting is the easiest way to breathe new life into your home, whether you're prepping it to sell or want to fall in love with it all over again. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in New Mexico. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C. When choosing a painting professional, the choice is simple. Choose happy. Choose CertaPro Painters.
Lobo fans, when you head to Vegas for the tournament, get off to a good start. Make your final stop at airport parking. Shuttles run every 4 minutes. The driver picks you up at your vehicle, drops you off at the terminal door, and helps you unload your luggage. Even better, at airport parking, it starts at just $4.95 per day. That's less than half of the $14 per day to park in the Sunport garage. Take exit 221 off I-25 toward the Sunport. Then take the first right to airport parking. Easier, quicker, smarter.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house online and owning it, between imagining living there and breathing in your new home for the first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors and bound by a code of ethics, because that's who we are.
This year, Dell Technologies wants to help you do amazing things with their best tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology to match your forward-thinking spirit and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle,
Amory Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Mike's hot.
Now we're talking, Amory.
And
Here
it's
you
radio
go.
edit.
Thank you.
Friday night, so everything is popping. I got skin to spin on the head, so let the games begin.
Yeah. I'm Fred Slow, your Van Nunley, Amory
Hey,
Castillo,
correct.
producing the program. Jace Hinton is here.
Yep.
He is a student, Van, at New Mexico Highlands University.
Indeed.
Ooh. What are you going to be when you grow up?
The plan is something in sports media.
What does that mean?
Yeek.
Something kind of like Van.
So
Not
what,
Fred, like
so
Van.
what you could have said was, I'm going to grow up and be broke.
This is my last option, dude. Like, I didn't choose this.
No.
Well,
No.
that's what
This
I
is
chose.
awful. There's nothing left for me to do.
Well, and you know what's weird
You're
about
choosing to do this?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good Lord.
With your decision, you're going to end up in a situation. This happens to me in Van a lot, where
Okay.
people would be like, "Oh, we love you on the radio. We started a podcast." Well, that exact same thing happened with Kevin Vanderkeef, because I started Duke City Championship Wrestling, and it's the most successful thing in the history of pro wrestling, including Leap Year Lockup last night at the historic El Rey Theater, where 500 of my closest friends were in attendance for a banger of an evening with highs, lows, and the best women's triple threat match ever witnessed by human eyes in the history of the sport. Kevin Vanderkeef is here. Kevin, welcome.
Thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I saw clips actually of that women's match, and it looked awesome.
Yeah,
It
incredibly
looked like
good.
a banger.
That's awesome is an understatement.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kevin accidentally cleared the plate for me years ago. Whenever Destiny Wrestling took a hiatus, I created Duke City Championship Wrestling, and you have now brought back. I'm sorry, that's not the right verbiage. You've now started Phase 1 Pro, and you have your debut event tomorrow in Rio Rancho.
Correct. Yes, sir. I'm excited.
Hey, Rio Rancho van, because Albuquerque don't want it. Albuquerque don't want it. Put it over in Rio Rancho.
I mean, who's going to drive 17 minutes? My goodness.
A long drive.
Who's got the time?
Who's got the time?
17 minutes is long. That's a long drive, man.
My goodness.
The real reason Kevin is here today, and he doesn't know this, the real reason is he and I need to come up with a scripted response to. So are you guys also Duke City Championship Wrestling, or are you guys also Phase 1 Pro? Like what is our canned response to this, Kevin?
In the sense that we are teaming up to take over New Mexico wrestling?
No, in the sense that I am not Phase 1 Pro and you are not Duke City Championship Wrestling. Like, what do we say to people?
We are completely two different companies. Fred has been an awesome.
I'm Coca-Cola. I called it.
There you go. Well, I'll be off-brand. What is it, Dr. K?
Coke Jr.
I'm fine with Dr. K. They still Kroger still pulls, so we're good. No, we are obviously two completely separate companies. We do have a bit of crossover for Phase 1 and Duke City in the talent, because obviously our guys are independent, and
the town pulls a little lean, Van.
Sure.
Town pulls a little lean. That's why Phase 1 exists.
Yeah, a little bit, trying to bring
hopefully not too much lean.
Yeah,
that's how we lost Pimp C.
Oh, R.I.P.
Mac Miller.
Yeah. Ugh, man, that cough syrup is brutal. Brutal. So yeah, but no, man, I'm super excited for it. Obviously your guys' shows are popping off huge, and I'm hoping we can do the same over at the Elks Lodge in Rio Rancho. So
that's gonna be a lot of fun. Doors are at 6:00 tomorrow night. I'll be there in attendance. I'm a big rising tide raises all boats type of guy.
Sure.
When it comes to this world, it was a banger of a show last night though. In Phase 1 Pro, Van, it's like a throwback to like wrestling as you knew it as a kid. And I know this for a fact because their contact information is at hotmail.com.
Well, that is actually true. Yeah. To be honest, that was 100% all me, because I'm old school. I could have done Outlook, but I said Hotmail is where it's at.
I was gonna say, when's the last time I heard?
Phase 1 Pro at
Hotmail.com.
What's your AIM messenger handle?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, dude, come on, AOL.
Mm-hmm.
Chat.
Yeah.
That's how you get busy. If you're not getting in message boards and chat rooms, you're not doing.
Mine is DCCW for life. So you could do that if you want to get a hold of me on instant message.
That's some really good foresight you doing that 30 years ago.
Kind of wild. Kind of wild that I did that. All joking aside, you were in the game for a long time. I'm now in the game. I'm very happy the way I'm doing it. You're going to do it a little bit of a different way, right? So is it an attempt to hit the same fan base? Is it a different fan base? Kind of talk to me about the direction of Phase 1 Pro. Also, where are the tickets available?
Yeah, most definitely. Obviously, we will take any fans that are into wrestling. 100%. Obviously, the difference, I guess, for us is we are really trying to showcase the young up and coming wrestlers from around the region. That is our big push, and then to pair them with some more seasoned wrestlers, and trying to get those guys work in front of new audiences that they wouldn't normally have, possibly in their home state, being here, or in, if they're from out of state there. That is really kind of our big push, is to get the young wrestlers with veterans and make basically a show around that. And that's what I'm looking to do in that sense. So
Kevin,
what Phase 1 is.
What should the fans expect out of Phase 1? Is just all athleticism? Is it storyline? Is it a little rougher and grittier? What's the product in the ring going to be?
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad you asked that in that sense. We are probably not going to be as storyline based as a lot of the wrestling that's out there, specifically on TV, because obviously they are a weekly product a lot of the time. We are going to kind of do it more as like showcase shows, but also building, a story that you can follow, possibly with, a mid-card group and like a main event group.
Now, I'm not willing I'm not willing to take this like gamble, right? Let's say I offered you like a young, like 20-year-old, like former collegiate athlete, right? Like terrible on the microphone, has no athleticism.
Oh my.
Doesn't have a very good haircut.
It's gonna go after me like that. That's unreal. Absolutely unreal.
What if I were to say there's a guy as green could possibly be? Okay. Would you look that opportunity and say, let's mold it? Or would you do like me and just throw it to the wayside and surrender any hope for its future? Like, what would you be if we were doing that with Jay Senton?
That's exactly what he did at New Mexico Highlands too.
Yeah.
Okay, so
he just kind of kicked me to the curb like that.
College athlete, but not athletic. Did I hear that correctly?
Well, if you're a college athlete, I'm pretty sure you have to be athletic.
So
I don't think Fred knows anything about
so
that.
There
though.
is at least some athleticism. Is that correct?
Well, he can hit a curveball. I can't tell you if he can do anything else, but
I can do a lot of things. I was a multi-sport athlete in high school.
I'm saying that hand-eye coordination to hit a curveball, I am definitely going to want to take you and figure out how to mold you into something. It's really more based, I think, on the passion. If you actually really love wrestling, or if you're just trying to, make the WWE.
So Jason, his hot mom are in town for the weekend, right? So I should take them tomorrow night to Phase 1 Pro, where he can get a taste for it because he refuses to go to Duke City Championship Wrestling. Take your time.
I did not refuse. There's something called being a college student, and I have to go to class. Okay, there's something.
I didn't have to do that when I was there.
How are your grades, Jason?
My grades are actually good. Yeah.
Okay, I believe him now.
Yeah, first time in a long time.
It's logistical, Fred.
So
otherwise he would have been there. Obviously,
yeah, totally.
Obviously,
Exactly,
20-year-old me would have just thwarted all responsibilities and been right there front row.
I definitely did think about it, but I was kind of like, you know what? I think I'd rather go to class in the morning than,
responsible.
I like
that.
with Fred 2 days in a row.
It skips a generation, Fred.
Yeah.
I never got that one. What's the website?
So it's going to be phase1@hotmail.com is the email. P1P Wrestling Facebook and P1P Wrestling on Insta.
And if you want to get tickets,
is going to be at Hold My Ticket. Obviously, go to the Facebook or the Instagram, and there will be a link there. There will also be tickets on sale at the door.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is that like a cash only thing or what?
No, we obviously have Square. I know my my handle is Hotmail, but we did jump into that. No thanks to me. No thanks to me. It would have been change and cash only, but I had other people.
All right, so hear me out. Can I buy a vendor space? I have an idea.
Oh no.
So I'd like to buy a vendor space, and I'd like to sell merchandise, but it's all Oppo Van Nunley merchandise.
Yes.
100%. I just want to run Van through the mud at your event, and we have this new catchphrase for Van. Van, what is it?
I'm nothing without my haters.
No, it's I am the table.
I am the table.
Okay.
And I feel like
still 505-246-0610.
We need to find out what that's
I
about.
still don't know what that means. Super excited though.
Somebody help us out.
If somebody got in the middle of the ring and screamed, I am the table, people would pay attention to that.
For sure. Or
No
anywhere.
Especially if they just showed up over the guardrail into the thing and then just did it. I think that's a great spot for your next show, brother.
I got a handful
of the Arby's on San Mateo. That's where I'm going to do.
On San Mateo.
That's where I'm going to yell it.
The table. I got a handful of questions before we let you go, Kevin.
Cool. No.
All right. Number one, do you have live music before your show?
Yes.
Excellent. Very good answer. Do you have cupcakes in the lobby?
No.
Okay. Duke City Championship Wrestling 1. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have Slice of Heaven pizza?
No.
Duke City Championship Wrestling 2.
I'm not going to dump on them because they actually, they like Phase 1 too. So
they're super nice. They're the nicest guys.
They're awesome folks.
And their slices are huge. Yeah. Super huge. Another follow-up question. Do you have banger pro wrestlers?
Yes.
All right. Push. All right, that was a push. That one's a push. Am I the voice of Phase 1?
You specifically?
Yes.
Are you volunteering to be the voice of Phase 1?
I don't even volunteer to be the voice of Duke City Championship Wrestling.
So that's what makes Phase 1 better is you don't have Fred.
I guess that's got to be it.
I mean, that's got to be it right there.
High five here on my friend.
Yeah. It's a push tomorrow night though. And this is a fun one. We did talk about this because you're going to be on Going Over with us tomorrow. But we talked about this. If you go back to last Saturday, Van, 6 days ago, pro wrestling in Clovis.
Okay.
Pro wrestling last night at the Historic El Rey Theater in Albuquerque. Pro wrestling at the Elks Lodge, Rio Rancho tomorrow. 3 professional sanctioned wrestling shows in the state of New Mexico in the course of 1 week. And we could not come over the time that has happened recently. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, very incredible. It is a resurgence. Congratulations to me on leading it and everyone else who follows.
You wish it was you that led it.
Kevin,
Fantastic. Thank you guys.
Anything we missed, brother?
No, come check out phase 1. Duke City Championship Wrestling looked like a freaking banger. So all the fans that got to see that, awesome. Definitely come check it out in Rio Rancho. We'll give you a little bit different product, hopefully on the same level of quality.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be there for certain, so I'll be in attendance. I'm going to take Jason as hot mom.
Awesome. Hot moms rule.
Apparently. That's the plan. Let's do it.
Parent.
Sounds like against her will.
Oh.
She did just text me.
Blink twice if you guys are
And
okay.
I will quote this. Fred is my favorite.
Oh.
Quoted word for word. Got it right here, too.
No, Mom, no.
Hey, Mom, have you met Van?
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
Join Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days, presented by Garcia Automotive Group. Order your fresh cut flowers today at phs.org/Daffodil Days. That's phs.org/Daffodil Days. This report brought to you by Presbyterian Healthcare Foundation's Daffodil Days.
Well, traffic right now, we are dealing with that crash westbound on Paseo as you approach Coors. You're going to see backups going to about 2nd Street. Watch yourself going through there. Still seeing just a little bit of a slowdown southbound I-25 near Montgomery and westbound I-40 between 2nd Street and Rio Grande. Traffic moving just a little slow there as well.
We're all moving a little faster now.
Trust the team that's going to keep up with you on KOAT Action 7 News.
We're proud to bring you coverage you can count on from across New Mexico.
Like a weather forecast that's certified most accurate and proven every day.
Start your day with more in the morning.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, serving the community since 1936. World class, local style. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
The Mountain West is red hot, but only one team is guaranteed an automatic berth. Listen to the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck, live from the Mountain West Tournament in Vegas. Brought to you by Coleman Vision. Perfect vision, perfect game. Airport parking. Easier, quicker, smarter. Enchanted Mechanical, the heating and cooling doctor. And by Frontier Restaurant, an Albuquerque tradition for more than 50 years. Mountain West coverage and the NCAA tournament live here. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Get ready for the live tennis event of the year, the Netflix Slam, on March 3rd at 12:30 p.m. Pacific. Join 22-time Grand Slam champion and tennis legend Rafael Nadal as he takes on world number 2, Carlos Alcaraz, and witness a tennis showdown like never before. This live Netflix sports event promises unparalleled tennis action, so don't miss the thrill. Mark your calendars for March 3rd, 12:30 p.m. Pacific. It's Game, Set, Match on Netflix.
Around here at Wrangler, we are all excited for spring. The longer days, the warmer nights. When you've got your pick of shorts and jeans, either works just fine. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Always find what you love at Total Wine & More. With so many bottles to choose from at the lowest price, it's easy to find your favorite Cabernet or a new single barrel bourbon to try. With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love and love what you find at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. B21.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger, offering professional-grade supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus, you can count on access to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
When choosing a lawyer after a car wreck, you need to consider the law firm's experience, results, and reputation. Lerner & Rose stands above other law firms when it comes to experience and results, helping over 150,000 people recover billions of dollars. When it comes to reputation, we have thousands of 5-star reviews. Call us today and let us put our experience, proven results, and reputation to work for you.
Lerner & Rose can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Multi-state settlements. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house online and owning it, between imagining living there and breathing in your new home for the first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you. Realtors
Guys are coming back in 30 seconds.
are Realtors and bound by a code of ethics, because that's who we are.
This year, Dell Technologies wants to help you do amazing things with their best tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology to match your forward-thinking spirit and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
Sound off right now at 246-0610. Come on.
Mike is hot.
Okay.
I am fastly realizing throughout this program how little I know about popular music. I don't know what this is either.
I'm sure I can
It
tell
is
you.
from 1988.
That's a good reason. I was 6 years old. Okay. Jace was
Not
like
even-
-22.
Yeah, like way not even existent. I wasn't even a thought at that point in time.
Your mom was barely a thought.
My mom was.
I didn't mean thought like that.
Well, I know. But
I understand that she's a lovely lady.
Also, has she met Fred? I mean, Van
Yeah.
yet?
Not. She hasn't met Van,
Oh,
but
that's
she
why.
met Fred.
That's why
Fred's
favorite.
yeah, that's why
because
Fred's the favorite.
For friends of the show,
We
your
all
mom
know
has
Van's
not
better.
met Van yet. Oh, moms love Van.
Moms love Van.
I'm batting 1,000 with moms.
Also,
Okay.
just people love Van.
Well, I know
Except-
mom. I know mom's listening, so I know mom. I know you're listening in on this. So I guess you got to meet Van, unless you have met Van and I just don't remember,
Could be. I
Which
think
is
I
highly
think I would remember.
which is highly possible because like when you were helping out with New Mexico Highlands last year,
Sure.
you might have met her.
I was entertaining
Yeah.
thousands of people up there.
I mean,
At least hundreds.
yeah, definitely hundreds. I don't know. about
Sometimes
thousands.
dozens.
Yeah.
Weekdays it was dozens.
It
Weekends
definitely
it was
dozens.
hundreds.
Yeah, you get a quite pretty good crowd on the weekends up there.
I heard Las Vegas took the playbook that I set and like they're running with it.
I don't know.
Like the promotions there is
They've
like
got me doing it.
almost as good as when I was there.
I'm running a lot of the promotions there now.
Attaboy.
Oh, mom just texted me. Do not mention my age. Okay, I
mean,
I might get grounded.
As young as you are and as old as I am, I'm sure we're contemporaries.
Yeah.
I'm 42. Don't say how old mom
I'm not
is.
gonna
on
say
air.
how.
Don't
old
say
mom is.
how.
I
old
kind
mom
of like living. I don't feel like dying right now.
is. You got a long life ahead of you. My
I do.
friend. Yeah,
I do.
Be good to mom.
Always am.
My mom's my favorite. Like
Yeah.
my mom's like my best friend, my confidant. Like I trust her more than any human on earth.
I
Like,
talk to my dad more than I do my mom. I don't know why that is, but like my mom is like my go-to. She now told me I will be in trouble if I mention her age.
totally, you will. Don't ever do that.
Definitely going to be in trouble for that one.
Yeah, and if you do, lie.
Oh, always.
Obviously.
I think she's been saying no money. Oh, yeah. I'm getting in trouble now. Getting
There
really
it
in
goes.
trouble.
You're out of the will, Jace.
I'm toast.
You're done.
Absolutely toasted.
Who also is done is me and your pipe dreams about right-handed Mike Vick going to the Atlanta Falcons and getting to play with all those fun toys in Atlanta.
See,
because it seems like the consensus thinks that Kirk Cousins is going to Atlanta.
You know, Van, that's a terrible call, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me.
I'll tell you why. Because
Tell me why.
Minnesota is such a Kirk Cousins fit. It's not even funny. He would not fit in Atlanta. I'm just telling you that right now. I don't think he works.
Kirko just got grills.
I know Kirko just got grills, but you really think he's going to leave Jettas?
That's not his choice.
I think Minnesota's going to do everything they can to bring him back. I really do. I think Justin Fields fits in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields' agent posted a video on social media. I don't know if you guys saw this. Posted a video of Fields on social media and literally asked him, "Are you ready to go home?" And I've never seen Justin Fields so excited since he left Georgia to go to Ohio State.
Justin Fields makes more sense because he is a young franchise quarterback. Kirk Cousins is on the back end of his career. We don't know how he's going to bounce back from his torn Achilles.
Like that.
He has had a great time in Minnesota. He's going on 6 years, which that's the longest time Minnesota's had a quarterback in a long time.
Yep.
He's comfortable in Minnesota. He has the locker room. He can win games. And he was coming off his best season. So I don't know how coming back from injury is going to be, but it would be smart for Minnesota to keep the quarterback until they find the quarterback of the future.
Here's my thing with Fields. Fields is a great quarterback. I think he's a good quarterback.
He's going to be a great quarterback.
He's going to be. He's got to get out of Chicago.
Yeah, well,
Chicago is probably the biggest dumpster fire in the NFL.
Always.
I mean,
they've
always
tend
been
to do
though.
this, and they do this with their quarterbacks. I mean, they went to a Super Bowl with Rex Grossman for Christ's
Yeah, I
sake.
mean, I'm glad that they're going to be stupid. They're going to take Caleb Williams at number 1, but I don't think Caleb Williams is the best quarterback in this draft. I think Bo Nix is, quite frankly.
Bo Nix is the most experienced because he's so old.
Because he's old.
Van Wilder.
Exactly, and I agree.
Bo
with that,
Nix is older than Justin Fields,
which is why
by a whole calendar year.
Which is why I think
good 'cause
Fields
he's played in every power conference.
literally he's played in the SEC and the Pac. But like, I think that just that experience, yeah, he might be older and he, maybe it's college experience versus the NFL experience, but I think that's just going to make him better. I think Caleb Williams should have stayed one more year because he had a great year, won the Heisman, but then you follow it up with the year you just had at USC. I'm sorry, but you were not that good. You were kind of mid at USC this year. USC was not that good this year.
The Kirk Cousins, I don't think he's going anywhere.
No.
Kirk Cousins.
I agree with
He's
that.
just waiting till he gets that guaranteed money. He's just waiting it out.
Kirk Cousins looks and acts and seems and plays like the state of Minnesota. The North Midwest homegrown hibbity dibbity dibbity, just aggressively Anglo.
I mean, he didn't go to
he's like the
Michigan State.
perfect quarterback all time for the Minnesota Vikings.
Absolutely. And I used to work in Minnesota media, and I have a lot of close friends out there that still work in media. And everyone's saying that he's staying. My other favorite thing that happened in Minnesota today is, I think Minnesota might draft a quarterback. I'm not saying in first round.
Should.
But they were saying JJ McCarthy. Did you see his quote today from Michigan? He was like, "I would love to play with Justin Jefferson." I'm like, yeah, what quarterback would not like to play with Justin Jefferson?
I mean, Justin Jefferson, he's a different type of receiver. I think that Kirko's not going nowhere. I think Fields goes to Atlanta. Denver's getting rid of Russell Wilson. Where he's going to end up is, I have no idea.
And I think the
smart
Steelers.
money. Yeah,
See, that's
smart
the
money's on Steelers.
That's the one I keep seeing is Pittsburgh. And it wouldn't surprise me. It's an open quarterback competition. Whether he beats out Kenny Pickett or not, I have no idea.
Oh, tiny hands, Kenny Pickett. They want to get rid of him so bad.
Here's the thing. Kenny Pickett, when he was drafted for Pittsburgh, was a
hometown hero.
Well, and it was like, we just need a solution for now till we find a franchise quarterback.
The only reason that the Steelers
it was a flex seal fix. That's all it was.
Oh, there you go. You're not wrong there.
For a million years.
The only reason they took Kenny Pickett is because of their lifelong regret of not taking Dan Marino. They're like, we can't pass on two legendary Pitt quarterbacks.
I mean,
and not be Steelers.
Kenny Pickett was a good fix now solution until a decent quarterback comes in the draft. I don't think Pittsburgh's going to take a quarterback this year. I think they're going to go get Russell Wilson. Denver's probably going to be stupid and take
Bo Nix. That's what we hear.
Look,
I keep seeing JJ McCarthy, and I think that's a good pick, JJ McCarthy.
Man,
Bo Nix would be a good pick too.
Mid.
I think Sean
he is
Payton
too.
likes
Yeah,
Bo
very
Nix.
mid. I think every NFL team.
Did you hear what Sean Payton said?
About what?
So he was being interviewed at the combine
About
about quarterbacks.
Oh, about quarterbacks. Not about storming the Capitol.
Stop.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
And I think that he took a few shots at Russell Wilson, definitely.
Yeah, he doesn't like
he wants a pocket passing quarterback. And I think JJ McCarthy fits that mold. He had great success with Drew Brees. I think what Sean Payton's trying to do is find him a Drew Brees-esque quarterback. And I think the closest thing to that is JJ McCarthy.
I think that Denver can't get rid of Russell Wilson at the same time because of all the money and stuff.
Oh, they're gonna have to ship money with him.
If you're gonna trade,
you got to cut him and eat the money, or ship him with money.
That's the only thing is.
Yeah.
Well, that's a typical Colorado. That's a typical Colorado move. I mean, the Rockies sent Nolan Arenado and $50 million to St. Louis.
And let's be real here: the salary cap does not matter.
No,
it's fake money. They're fake numbers. Yeah,
100%.
It doesn't matter at all. You could just pay for Russell Wilson and buy another Russell Wilson.
The three veteran, the quarterbacks that are already established in the league, Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins, Baker Mayfield, and Justin Fields are all on, free going to be moved.
Yep.
So, or staying.
I mean, I think Baker goes back to Tampa. I think that's a no doubter. I mean,
apparently the Patriots have a boner for Baker Mayfield for whatever reason.
I heard that today.
Well, the Patriots are so screwed. I mean, they took Mac Jones thinking that was going to be a fix.
Well,
what Alabama quarterback? Name a quarterback other than Jalen Hurts and maybe Tua.
Yeah. No,
I mean, Tua's been decent, but name me an Alabama quarterback that's been good.
A zero since Bart Starr.
Literally.
And Joe Namath.
Alabama quarterbacks are absolutely
the winners
atrocious.
of Super Bowls 1, 2, and 3.
I think that if you draft an Alabama quarterback, you're a moron. It's that simple. There's never been one good Alabama quarterback, except for Bart Starr, like you were saying.
Jalen Hurts and Tua, they could round the corner. They could round the corner.
And Jalen Hurts also played for Lincoln Riley. And I mean, I'm just saying, Lincoln Riley's had some pretty good quarterbacks. Maybe I'll be wrong about Caleb Williams, but I'm not.
Commanders. That's another thing I was thinking.
Hey,
but I don't think Caleb Williams is going to be that good.
We started talking like sports, and Jace is on fire.
I know. And
this guy, we put a couple quarters in the machine, and this kid is crushing it.
Jace,
I'll tell you what.
This is what I want to do. So like, we can just have fan's fun, but
hey,
can just
Amory, let's let Jace run. Let's go to commercial. We come back. Let's do NFL headlines.
Let's do it.
And Jace can just have the whole segment. I'll take it off.
Oh, that'd be so great.
You're listening to 2 Men On and Jace. 95.9 FM, AM 610, the sports animal.
Every year in March, 68 teams come together, all looking for one thing.
Ball fake, 3, buries it.
To be NCAA basketball's top team.
3 seconds, no timeouts.
Catch the madness.
For the win!
Albuquerque's home for the Final Four and every other tournament game. This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
O'Reilly. You need parts? O'Reilly Auto Parts has parts. Need them fast? We've got fast. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is when you buy a timeshare, you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is this never ends. Call my office now, If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
Get ready for the live tennis event of the year, the Netflix Slam, on March 3rd at 12:30 p.m. Pacific. Join 22-time Grand Slam champion and tennis legend Rafael Nadal as he takes on world number 2, Carlos Alcaraz, and witness a tennis showdown like never before. This live Netflix sports event is unparalleled tennis action, so don't miss the thrill. Mark your calendars for March 3rd, 12:30 p.m. Pacific. It's Game, Set, Match on Netflix.
Around here at Wrangler, we are all excited for spring. The longer days, the warmer nights. When you've got your pick of shorts and jeans, either works just fine. Blue skies, open roads. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Always find what you love at Total Wine & More. With so many bottles to choose from at the lowest price, it's easy to find your favorite Cabernet or a new single barrel bourbon to try. With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love and love what you find at Total Wine & More. Spirits not sold in Virginia and North Carolina. Drink responsibly. B21.
What does it mean to be a good neighbor? It means rising up and being there for each other. For State Farm, it also means helping our customers because you are our neighbors. State Farm agent Art Sandoval wants you to know he's ready to help. To any State Farm customer facing financial burdens, call your State Farm agent. After all, now more than ever, being a good neighbor means everything. Art Sandoval, 338-0300. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
For the ones who work hard to ensure their crew can always go the extra mile, and the ones who get in early so everyone can go home on time, there's Grainger.
It's Deacon Hill.
Great supplies backed by product experts so you can quickly and easily find what you need. Plus,
I just watched a whole news segment.
to a committed team ready to go the extra mile for you. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Jeff Symbieta. Monday on the opening drive, it'll be the final week of college basketball's regular season. The NFL carousel continues to run. JJ Buck and I will start the opening drive Monday at 7 a.m.
Come on, turn the radio on. It's Friday night and I won't be long.
Mike is hot.
Yeah, put my makeup on. It's Friday night and I won't be long till I hit the dance floor. Hit the dance floor.
Back on the program. Fred's back on the program.
Where's Rebecca Black?
Yeah, that's the finale one.
That's the only good one. The only good one.
I got locked outside the door.
You don't have a card or a passcode?
I do have a passcode, but I think, like, not to spoil how passcodes work here, but you know, a lot of them you have to do your code and then the pound sign.
Mm-hmm.
I might have not been. It's either pound or star. Those are the only two.
We're one of those.
We're one of those, and I did the other one.
Yeah.
Well, makes sense.
Also, there's only so many
tracks,
4-number passcodes, and then either pound or star after them.
How about shut up, dude? How about that?
There's actually so many.
There's a lot.
If you did the math, so what is there? 10 numbers. If you count 0 as a number, which you should.
Is it though?
I swear to God, dude. And then combinations of 4. It's like more than grains of sand on the earth.
There's only 10,000.
No, that's not true.
We were going to do
10,000 possible combinations.
Prove it.
You were gone.
0 through 9. There's 10,000 possible combinations, and with star and pound, 20,000.
Hey, Marie.
We talked all NFL when you weren't here, Fred.
Yeah, as the
no,
way you
we
should.
didn't. Jace did.
Okay, I might have.
I don't have my hockey button.
All right.
We're just going to.
Hey, Marie's mandatory NFL. Are you ready for some football?
Monday night.
It's a Friday night. Friday.
Starting off
What?
with your Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
If you didn't know, the Dallas Cowboys hired former Minnesota Vikings coach
Kirk Cousins.
No,
Mike Zimmer.
Mike Zimmer as their defensive coordinator.
Who?
Mike Zimmer.
He was part of the Colorado staff this past season as a defensive analyst for
Yes, and
Colorado.
then he
What is the defensive?
now went to the Dallas Cowboys, and he said he is seeking bigger bodies to bolster, direct quote, the Dallas Cowboy defense.
That's hot. That is super hot.
I mean, do you, bro? I guess.
No, not you. Do others. Get,
Well, that works
get
too, I
big
guess.
boys. Here's my thing about the NFL. It doesn't work that way anymore. The run stuffing, big bodied, early 2000s, Baltimore Ravens style approach defense is stupid, doesn't exist. You need freak athletes at every position, like Van
Micah Parsons.
No, like Van, what's the name of our favorite corner that's about to get drafted?
Cooper DeJean.
Just like CD Cooper DeJean.
Mm-hmm. The new Jason Sehorn, guys. Get excited.
That's who I want.
There's a white one on the other side of the ball.
You know how many Coopers they could have?
First time in 30 years.
Cooper Rush, Cooper DeJean.
Yep. Amari Cooper.
Yeah, probably available.
Hanging with Mister.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, Copper spelled autocorrect wrong on my cell phone.
Yep.
Copper.
Hey, do you want to go to Cooper Lounge tonight?
That's so nice. The whole ceiling's Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
They can go get Cooper Cup if they trade the entire franchise.
That's a good get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You gotta
like
trade the whole franchise, but it's fine.
like a soccer tournament. Is that what that is?
What you could do is you could play Nintendo Switch and jump on a Cooper Trooper.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Excellent.
Yeah.
Strong work.
I got
good
you.
one. Good one.
It's a guy who makes barrels.
If you sign with the Cowboys,
did you know that, Amory?
No.
If you work for the Cowboys and you only
like a smith is like a guy who works with metal.
It's called a Cooper.
I
Yeah,
got
Cooper, right?
I got it, guys.
If you
A haberdasher makes hats.
that's true. A Wainwright makes wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's actually the bars inside the wheels. But if you
Cooper makes barrels.
there you go. So if you work for the Dallas Cowboys and you,
Donkey Kong hates Coopers.
that's true,
Yeah.
hates them,
Mm-hmm.
and you only sign guys named Cooper while you're working for the Dallas Cowboys, you're, I believe, by definition, a Cooper Scooper.
Oh.
Correct.
Yeah.
You get more than
Very
one
nice.
at least.
You like these, Avery?
Amory?
Yes, I love this. New England Patriots new head coach Gerard Mayo made headlines shortly after being hired when he said the club was ready to burn some cash. Well, now he's backing up on those comments and wants to let you all know you don't have to spend all of it in 1 year.
Burn cash how? Are we going to the
Because
club and burning cash,
He
or
has
are we
a lot of money.
burning it in free agency?
Is it
so
that
healthy.
scene from Fresh Prince when Will is camping and he has to stay overnight in that cave and they have to burn all the found money?
Look, guys, as a guy who's in his prime in the early 90s, who's a big hip hop fan and seen a lot of hip hop videos,
Okay.
burning cash looks cool.
Yeah.
And I get it, Gerard Mayo. We're almost the same age. You've seen a lot of Hype Williams videos. Like burning like a bundle of cash is super cool. That's it. I'm done.
I
Okay.
believe there. I can't think of a situation dire enough where I would need to burn cash.
Like in the post-apocalyptic world.
That has
where,
no value. Then
like
it's just paper. at that point.
zombies are coming. It's just good fire starter.
No, it's just like a book, worthless.
Mm-hmm.
And how? What do you? If you're New England, what are you going to burn cash on?
You need a team.
Yeah, everything's
A
cold
whole
and
team.
frozen.
You
Yeah.
I mean, get
you
rid
need a
of
quarterback.
just get rid
Zero
of the
players.
entire franchise and just start over.
Yes.
I mean, just get rid of everybody.
They get Kirk Cousins to start.
Won't happen. I'll tell you why. Because he's staying in Minnesota.
No.
Yes. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, sure. We have a little bit left in this program. I'm very upset for Van on this next headline.
Oh,
If this
no.
actually happens. Packers to cut running back Aaron Jones if sides can't reach a new deal.
So
If
Yeah.
he's going to take his money.
and what?
Better.
Run. Oh!
I love
Very
Aaron
nice.
Jones.
Look, he's from that garbage city, El Paso. He doesn't know anything about
You
real
hate
money.
El Paso.
You could give him like $12 in a slinky. He'd be like,
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, catch me at the Allsups
Yeah,
later.
this is cool. This is really cool.
I mean, with the big free
Chico's
agent running
Tacos is
backs,
overrated.
Is there Allsups in El Paso?
I would imagine.
No, Allsup's is a classy organization. They don't go to El Paso.
I'm going to Google something.
I mean, with the running back market that there is right now, if you're Green Bay, are you freaking out about that?
No, because you could just get any other 2 guys.
Go get Derrick Henry. I don't think that'll
doesn't-
happen.
no, you
but
don't
go
need
get-
Derrick Henry.
Go get you another running back.
You need the next guy from UTEP. Like, you just need 2 guys that are healthy. Like, the running back position does not matter in football anymore. There's only like 3 super good ones. Besides that, you just need 2 healthy guys.
3 super good ones?
Yeah.
Who would you say those 3 are?
Christian McCaffrey 3 times.
Okay, that's valid. That's a great argument.
3
I can't even
Christian
argue that.
McCaffreys.
That's yeah.
It's infallible.
I mean, Christian McCaffrey, does he even count as a running back anymore though?
He's everything.
It should have been
he's
MVP this year, is what he should have
Should
been.
have won it. Damn.
Agree with that.
What do you mean? Why wouldn't he?
Obviously, Amory, I'm deflecting because this is
know.
very hurtful. Like, I'm gonna
very
miss him.
sad.
I'm gonna miss him a lot.
Oh yeah, but they should keep him.
Hey, you called it. There are
Backup
no
for life.
AJ Dillon is overrated, but like Aaron Jones is like legit NFL good.
Everyone take a deep breath for 2 seconds.
Okay.
We need to put a lot of respect out in the universe to Allsups right now. There are 0 Allsups in El Paso.
Oh,
I told you.
It's
a class organization
classy move.
Yeah.
What do you guys got against El Paso though?
Its existence.
Have you been there?
Are you serious, dude?
Have you?
I'm
Next
just asking.
segment.
I don't know. I mean,
We
I
only
know
have
you
2 more
used to
headlines.
talk about it.
We have
Are
to
you
take
no-
our last break.
Are you nose blind?
Pittsburgh Steelers GM Omar Khan says he has full faith in quarterback Kenny Pickett, but still open to competition in the room.
Related to the Jaguars cons? Like, how many teams can one family
Is
own?
this related to WWE's Nick Khan?
Yeah. Is related to the bad guy from Star Trek? Like the same con? Is this the same family?
Is that who it is, Amory?
I mean, I don't blame him going to get another quarterback. I don't think Kenny Pickett was the answer. I think Kenny Pickett was a fix it Felix for the moment, a little flex seal.
Fix it Felix.
Hey,
before you fix it. But I mean, we were talking when Fred wasn't here. We were talking Russell Wilson.
Pretty sweet.
I mean, he's a Band-Aid.
Russell Wilson is. I mean, his house is for sale in Denver, so you might as well just. He's out of Denver. You might as well just.
Denver does not want him there.
No, I don't think Sean Payton wants him there. I don't think anybody wants him there anymore.
If he goes to Pittsburgh and he sells his house real cheap, would you go, let's steal hers?
So stupid. All right, last headline you got.
Now, hold on. I got the solution.
Oh, no.
Just like what the Carolina Panthers need to do to Bryce Young, you need to hang Bryce Young upside down like a bat.
Yeah.
Let gravity do its work and let him gain an inch
Stretch
or 2
a little bit
so he could see over the offensive line. You do the same thing in reverse for Kenny Pickett. You hang him by his fingers, and then you let his fingers get longer to like the size of like a normal adult, and then you can throw the ball better.
Amory, you know you always wear your ponytail on top of your head. Can you do an inversion table, or do you just like scrape on the floor?
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Top quarterback prospect Caleb Williams of USC told the Combine peeps he's not undergoing any medical exams.
He or his agent?
He said he said he will only undergo medical exams for the teams he visits in the lead up to the NFL draft.
You know what I have a problem with that sentence you just had? That he's the top quarterback prospect.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem I have with that sentence.
Cook, Jace.
Jaden Daniels is much better.
Boom.
At what?
At being a quarterback in general.
Heisman Trophy winner?
The best one is that J.J. McCarthy. Could you see him win all the games?
No.
Good offensive line.
He had a really
He had a great offensive coach.
team around him.
An amazing offensive coach.
Yeah, his coach cheated like hell.
His running back scored all the touchdowns.
He's a Bill Belichick of college.
I think you've got Bo Nix, who's better. Michael Penix, who's better. Drake May and Caleb Williams should be the 4th and 5th best quarterbacks in this draft.
I don't know why we're throwing Drake May under the bus
Drake
right
May's
now.
not developed enough. I think he's a developmental quarterback. He's not a start now quarterback.
So you're saying if you draft Drake, maybe you're gonna have a quarterback?
Maybe.
Nice.
And lastly, for betting odds, I wanted to mention this a long time ago.
Airports.
San Francisco is rated the worst airport in the United States.
Getting there sucks.
Let's wrap with this.
Should be
Let's
Denver.
do this after the break.
We ask everyone to find their seat.
Is that all the NFL headlines? That's it?
Well, yeah, but we're also running out of time, and we have one more.
Lock and seal the cabin doors. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Save up to $25,000 on a new Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 during the President's Day sales event at Malloy Dodge in Albuquerque. Ram 1500 is the most luxurious and technologically advanced Ram 1500 ever. Looking for an SUV? Check out the discounts on the new Dodge Hornet, Durangos, and Fiat 500Xs as low as $27,955. No forced add-ons, just low prices. Shop MalloyDodge.com or Malloy Dodge on Coors. Deal.
Visit MalloyDodge.com/promo-info for complete offer details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
This story is called The Ugly Truth About Timeshare. If you think you've done your family a favor by buying a timeshare, you need my help. Hello, I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started helping folks cancel their timeshare. In the process, started what's now called the timeshare cancellation industry. The ugly truth is when you buy a timeshare, you can't tell me how much it's going to cost or when it's going to end. I recently helped a couple that had their maintenance fees go from $800 to $3,200 a year. They also received a $4,000 assessment for a hurricane that was over 1,000 miles away. Sound crazy? The crazy thing is this never ends. Call my office now. If we take you as a client, I guarantee we'll cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call for your free information kit. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. 800-462-3333.
A lot can happen between falling in love with a house online and owning it, between imagining living there and breathing in your new home for the first time. Having an advocate who can help you navigate the complex world of financing, inspections, negotiating, analyzing the market, and talking through any anxieties that may pop up, that can make all the difference. That's what the expertise of a Realtor can do for you. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors and bound by a code of ethics, because that's who we are.
This year, Dell Technologies wants to help you do amazing things with their best tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology to match your forward-thinking spirit and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
Nothing beats homemade. With every ingredient, there is authenticity, handcrafted to make you savor every single bite. And there is no better place to enjoy that than Frontier Restaurant, because Frontier has been perfecting their New Mexican-style homemade dishes for more than 50 years, from their delicious green chili stew and pozole to their famous breakfast burritos. Frontier thanks the UNM Sound Pack and Spirit Squads for their contribution to keeping the Lobo spirit alive. Join Frontier in supporting the UNM Lobos.
Eric Strauss here for CertaPro Painters. If you're like me, your home is your happy place. When it comes to painting, they provide excellent workmanship, quality, and worry-free process for both residential and commercial spaces, all at the right price. Get a free estimate for painting the outside or inside of your home or business. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated right here in New Mexico. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com.
You have 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds.
CertaPro Painters.
Remember last summer when 100-degree days made you wonder if your couch was going to spontaneously combust? Your Swamp Cooler is only designed to lower the inside temperature about 10 degrees. 100 degrees outside, you do the math. Don't wait until you're melting and your family is whining. Now is the time to call Enchanted Mechanical to switch to air conditioning. No more unbearable heat. No more Swamp Cooler conversions. You'll be the coolest dude in the neighborhood. Chill and visit the heating and cooling doctor, EnchantedMechanicalNM.com, or call 321-4177.
The king of sports talk.
I have not given myself enough credit lately.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610.
Mike is hot.
Sports Animal.
How old is this now?
12 years.
That's wild.
$12 years old? R. Kelly's interested.
Oh, hold up. I just looked up Rebecca Black on the Instagram.
Okay.
She's doing all right.
Wander Franco's also interested.
Nice. She likes big glasses.
I would not live her current life, but I see what she's trying to do here.
If this song is 12 years old, I mean, she was 14 years old when this song came out. People were so mean to her when this song came out.
All right.
Human beings, I might have just learned right now in this moment.
Jealous.
We're not bringing our best to the internet,
Oh, God,
are we?
dude.
My goodness.
Yeah.
$5 million net worth. We did a lot of stuff wrong.
Her parents are Mexican Iowan veterinarians. It's a sentence I never thought I'd say out loud.
There's a lot to unravel.
There's a lot going on there.
That's super move.
That's so sweet.
That's crazy.
Very move.
This song's legit so awesome.
There's a brilliance to it.
For a 14-year-old, though, it's fantastic.
The video is great.
I don't think I've ever seen it. Oh! After the Friday phenomenon, Black continued to release music and started her YouTube channel. She released songs like Saturday and The Great Divide, which were well received. Her YouTube channel, where she posts vlogs and covers popular songs, has over 1.4 milli subs.
Interesting.
The Great Divide was just a podcast about Sunday night.
Jace would sub to her.
Divides the previous
More than
week
likely.
into the next week. This is probably better than what I would have done when I was 14.
If I had a camera,
yeah,
it would have been, I would have done like a hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Fred Slow, and I'm gonna build this Lego set and talk to you guys about my favorite Gem Blossom songs. Let's go.
Yeah, I probably would have just made like a gangster rap song about my wiener if I was 14.
What year?
Pretty sure that was 14-year-old Van Speed right there.
Jace, what year were you 14?
What year was I 14? Would have
6
been
years ago. Do the
6
math.
years.
So 18?
Yeah.
2018?
Yeah, 2018.
Good Lord. Amory's sick. Amory just threw up in her hands back there. Oh my goodness. Your youth has left you a long time ago.
Yeah.
What is life like?
This is as old as I've ever been.
And then tomorrow will be the oldest you've ever been.
Shut it.
It was
helping
rude.
you out here.
So you know not to get into radio at 20, right? Like you know the industry.
I mean, kind of, I guess.
Don't tell him to
We're
do
telling
this,
you in
Fred.
real time.
Fred's like, yeah, come do some radio.
No.
Don't fall into the trap.
Don't do it. Van and I and Amory, who's quitting in 2 weeks, we are the very last of this industry. Like there won't be
the
more.
last two.
We might.
Yeah. If we can hang on for like a year, like one more year of this thing,
yeah,
it could be the last two.
Very quickly, and I'm not even joking. This entire industry will be artificial intelligence. Very quickly.
This industry's gone.
News of the day and a voice that sounds like a real person.
Sure. Yeah, you want to hear your news from Christopher Walken? Like just hit that one button.
Mm-hmm.
You get the same script and somebody else's voice.
There you go.
Cool. We're done.
It's wild how advanced that stuff has got. Amory, I know Dallas's airport sucks. What else? Atlanta.
We'll do this another time.
It's the top two were San Francisco and Denver.
Denver does not suck.
Denver's a lovely airport.
That's a top tier one.
I'm not mad
Denver's
about it. I just
horrible.
thought you'd like that story.
That's a haunted airport. How can you say that's good?
Not
It's a haunted airport.
It's
Yes,
brand
it is.
new. It can't be haunted.
Nothing is
airport.
haunted.
It's a haunted airport. I'm telling you.
It's Illuminati, idiot.
I enjoyed my
same
last
thing.
Friday. Bye.
I mean, everything in this country was built on Indian burial grounds. So, I mean, everything's
How do you
haunted.
explain the blue horse then? The haunted horse outside.
Oh, it's just they're
a Bronco thing.
They're light up eyes, dude. It's not even that big of a deal.
No.
Jace
Yeah,
Hinton. When's the next New Mexico Highlands University women's softball game?
Next New Mexico Highlands women's softball next week, next Saturday.
That tracks.
Catch your boy on the air on the
30 seconds.
Dan, final words.
Stay safe out there this weekend,
Safe?
friends of the show.
Why
It's
safe?
going to be a rough one. Jason and his hot mom are in town. Watch out. Also, don't miss a second of the opening drive Monday morning with Jeff and JJ.
The Chili's waitress is about to get a 25% tip from Jason and his mom. 2 men on. Oh, wait, I don't have to do that. Good job, everyone. GG.
See you next week, Burke.